Oh, my eye just switched back on. I see a
I would have to say
minion and an incredibly handsome robot, which means that whoever has my eye
same
very close.
shit is kind of on the rise. It's capturing our women. Anyway, I was talking to one of the guys at work about it, and I kind of brought it up a little bit, and I said more, like, he doesn't know.
They're coming out of the features.
Like, they're more susceptible to being demonically induced than men are. And he was like, what do you mean by that? Like, personally, I was like, oh, like, demonized. Like, I don't understand. Well, because people give it, it's a satanic thing.
If you would retrieve my eye, got my eye?
I mean, I didn't say that, but I was thinking that he would
someone to put it back
understand
into me. Much as I'm sure you'd like to jam your fist into my skull, optic surgery is best left to professionals.
I said, well, women are more emotionally to follow things than men are. Men don't go and look for following things. Like I said, like the whole like feminist thing. I brought it up.
Liarsburg's on the other side of this Hyperion barge. Let's say we cut through it, chum.
Well, men hate women too. I'm like, no, actually they don't. Even if a man doesn't want to be with a woman, like they get pregnant with them, they don't hate women. They're just irresponsible. And I was trying to hit this because, like, he just like this person, he's about to have a kid now with some girl now he's not married to. I said, this is the reason why we have marriage. This is the reason why we have things going on in our world.
Well, it was nice knowing you. I hear getting eaten alive by
and you have to be loyal towards
something
to be loyal towards something else. So if you disrespect, say, God, you disrespect yourself.
You're welcome.
When you disrespect yourself, you disrespect your fucking female counterpart of yourself.
It's a long way to sanctuary.
Okay.
Please take whatever you need
and
for the
this
journey
is the
ahead.
thing that people just don't get. You disrespect a man as yourself and that you're fat, you're fucking lazy. And, you know, I mean, you don't even have to be fat, more or less. Like,
let me know when you're ready to go meet with Sir Hammerlock, minion.
But you're disrespecting yourself. You can't disrespect yourself and then expect someone to respect you when you disrespect yourself. Or you don't like yourself. That's why you're seeing a lot of things happening that kind of like weird. It's like, why is this stuff
over here?
It all comes down to, if you look back at history, that
keep your wits about you,
what's
minion.
the leading
This glacier's
cause
run by
to
a
most
bandit named
things?
Captain Flint. The jerk kept me as his
To
torture plaything
war,
for a few months. We played
to
games
many
like
things
dodge the
is
blowtorch and
lack
get
of
dunked
God,
into the pool of acid.
lack of
I was
actual
really good at
truth.
the first one. Ow.
Attention, people
People
of
say, you
Pandora,
know,
handsome
well, this
Jack
and that,
here,
and well,
offering
Satan
$1
likes to
million
go
to
in
whoever
and
brings me
imitate
the head of the
himself
vault
and
hunter who
imitate
just
God
arrived
a
in
lot.
Liarsburg. Oh, and I'm still offering
That's
a
what
reward
makes it
for
kind of
rolling the
difficult,
mass
and a lot of
murdering
people,
leader
I
of
guess,
Rings and Rages. Good hunting,
don't
bandits.
get that because they're blinded by stuff like worldly things, celebrities, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, things that are more or less likely, you know, going to put you in a, you know,
$1 million?
emotional state of
boys,
thought.
this is Captain Flint. I want you to find that vault hunter and bring him to me.
And when you start to see these things happen, that people tend to not really understand what the fuck is going on. And I'm just like, well, let's look at what's actually really going on. Life itself is all about figuring out what God is.
Ain't gonna be enough.
What is wrong with you boys? Just kill that slag leg.
And a lot of people don't grasp it too fast, or not fast enough.
You give up. We'll just
That's why there's only so many people in this world now that actually do understand. And they're the ones fighting day and night. Trying to make things better for everybody else. And he was talking about, well, men create most wars. That's because men hold on to fucking power. That's the reason why wars are created. Women can't create wars. women are not able to kill as much as men are. So we can't, like, men are more violent when it comes down to it because we have more power.
Yes, I suppose I am in your debt now, aren't I? Come to my shack and I shall restore Claptrap's
But
sight.
when women do
First, I shall shut off the
things,
electrical
they don't
fence for
do
you.
it towards
Please stay
everybody.
back, Vault Hunter. Let Claptrap go first.
I knew Hammerlock would come around eventually.
A lot of
Me and
times
him are like two
women,
peas in a
they
pod.
do it towards them fucking selves. Or more or less likely, they do it towards men.
Apologies,
Women
but
don't
when
like
Claptrap
each other
speaks,
to
I feel
begin
my
with.
brain
They
cells
want to
committing
be with a
suicide
fucking man.
one by one. I shall be out directly.
Like, women don't like other women. Women will, like, drop another woman as fast
A pleasure
as
to
they
meet you,
can
Vault
to get
Hunter.
with the fucking
I am
man.
Sir Hammerlock.
Like, bros
your
will always
service.
be bros.
I came out here to research the bully moans for my old
And men respect each other a hell of a lot more than
Many
most
thanks for
women
disposing
respect
of, by the
women.
way. To survive a direct run-in with Handsome Jack and defeat Captain Flint's bandits, unheard of.
But anyway, so we were
I'm
talking
headed
about
to
that stuff
Sanctuary
and that. He
myself.
got brought up
From
in
what
that.
I hear, the Crimson Raiders
And he kept bringing up the war thing and that, like,
hand me the
blah, blah,
robot's
blah,
arm,
like,
please.
yes, we good men, or like good God-giving men,
always trust the gun at your side.
are the only ones that fight
This.
against bad, evil things. Like, yes, there's good women out there that are fighting against the
That
system
should
and
do
stuff.
it.
But it's the men that get biologically triggered to say you're fucking
Oh dear,
wrong.
he's talking
We
again.
will give you the right answer. We will give you something
Now
that's
I've
going
got
to make
my
you think
eyesight
of things
back.
better.
And you're far uglier than I remembered. Time to join up
But the
with
thing
Crimson
is, when you're
Raiders and
following
Sanctuary.
a cult,
This
which
glacier's
is
full of
feminism,
nothing but
is a cult,
murderers or jerkbags. Like
no
that
one
Hammerlock
talks
dude.
about.
I'm
Men
standing
don't
right
talk
here,
about the menisms and all that shit,
Now
or the
that
people
Liar's
that
Bar
are
is
like the
clear, I might
Mennonites.
as well turn on the main
They're like,
power.
oh, we hate
This
women
town's
that...
full of things that may
They
be
don't
used to
hate women,
go-getting
we hate
slayer of men like
feminists.
yourself.
We don't like
Minion,
women that
roll out.
treat fucking men like
I
shit.
see our fearless
That's
leader
all it
Jack
is.
looking for.
We don't
Charming
despise
fellow,
women.
isn't he? Spouts drivel
We
about
want
bringing
women
peace
to be
the
their
frontier, then
natural
shoots unarmed
biological
men, women, and
selves.
children like it was going out of style.
But you girls
I'm spouting
want to
exposition
do
again,
this
aren't I? Apologies.
back and forth bullshit thing. You know what it is? I see it so much. Like, there was a sorority commercial. Gosh, a whole bunch of hot shorty
there you are.
girls. Super fucking hot. Skinny, big, big
Hello.
boobies and all that shit.
No,
and that.
Captain Flint killed everyone in Liarsburg. I see no reason that
And-
while bullymong should lollygag about the place, disrespecting the memories
Feminist
of the former
women,
townsfolk.
like,
If
don't
you clear the
objectify
town off, then that
yourself
would be
for
most
male
gentlemanly.
gaze.
The objectives on your HUD pertain to your
And then
active
they're
mission.
sitting
You
there
can
want
change
to
your active mission by
objectify
using the mission log in your Echo device.
men all the damn time. And it becomes kind of funny. And that's what they do. They have a whole bunch of like these, dude, it's fucking weird. They have all these like baker guys, people that like make food and shit, being really perverted. Like they're hot fucking ripped dudes are making pastries and shit and showing all kinds of sexual shit towards the pastries and that. And these
how
women
did you
actually
realize,
watch
Berg?
it and
This town
masturbate.
used to have a
fucking good.
spectacular amount of hustle and or bustle before its denizens
And you
fled the
can't make
sanctuary
this
to escape
shit
Jack's
up.
army.
And how fucking retarded it is.
Captain Flint's men killed anyone who stayed.
And like, they're sitting there. And the guys show this shit. And like guys at the Commandant, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And that. And say, yeah, exactly. They're like men know, like really attractive men know how to fucking pander to these famous fucking crazy bitches. And yes, normal women I guess like the stuff too, but it's like feminist women want to have a matriarchy. And I said, what's the difference between a matriarchy and a patriarchy? Absolutely fucking nothing. And it's not about the ruling of men, because we had a matriarchy in England for fucking 50 years. And men still ruled it. Men still did all the hard work.
Please make Captain Flint's death as prolonged as possible, would you? If you're to survive out here for any length of time, you'll need a better shield.
So when women try to say, well, the matriarchy ruled that, yes, they rule, but they had advisors, and most of them were fucking men. It doesn't matter who rules. You have to be emotionally capable to fucking rule. Good. And women don't emotionally rule that good. Look at the feminist thing. They have not realized that they're fucking losing, and they just refuse to fucking lose. They refuse to fucking do anything. They don't want to sit there and try to be balanced. They want to sit there and constantly complain and bitch and moan about how bad men are.
Of course, I
And they're just sitting there, you know, you guys complain about the same
working after
shit,
Claptrap
and then
attempted
make
to
up new shit.
integrate
Except the
with it.
ring theory. We're starting to organize and figure you bitches out. We don't want to deal with you. We have huge amount of tattoos on you. It's not saying all of them, but the ones that have that kind of like vibe to them. And we can notice it. We see it. We're trying to help the male gays. We're trying to help males out to say, hey, these bitches are fucking crazy. That's all it is. So if you women don't want to be identified as a crazy psychopath, then more or less likely dress properly. You know, yeah, it's okay to be sexy, not wear gym attire and audition, man. No one's complaining about that. And you know how much women fucking freak out about that shit. Like, does my guy stand at my butt? Yeah, well, you gotta ask to stare at bitch. Fuck out of here.
And you'll be able to ride the elevator.
You got a booty hole to stare at. It's just that fucking simple.
A stunning riposte. Now collect the fur. In it, that sample will do admirably. Find me a few more, if you please. Ding dong!
Yeah! I am alive!
Ooh, are you collecting Burlington fur? I love that stuff. It's soft, warm, and really good at absorbing robot tears. Once you're done collecting all the fur, why don't you bring it to me instead of Hammerlock?
I overheard Claptrap asking you for the Bullymong fur you're collecting. As I fear he would do something irredeemably.
So, Hammerlock wants to give you a sniper rifle. I laugh at his offer. Ha! If you bring me the fur, I'll give you a badass
But these are the
shotgun
things
I
that
found in the
men
hands
are
of a
just
dead
trying to
vault
say,
hunter.
like,
It's
life
really
can be
fresh.
better
You
if
can still smell
you
the
just
sadness
stop
on
being
it.
such a fucking bitch all the damn time. Like, well, I don't want to be feminine for you men. But you want men! Feminist women fuck more and have sex more than the non-feminist women. And yes, it's true. Feminist women are more or less likely to be fucking whores. Because they think, well, we're just using men for sex stuff. But you're still using men! So why you even do that? Do you not understand the concept? You're still loving on men. You're giving men more what you say they fucking want. And then you bitch about it because you can't keep a fucking dude. No fucking shit, you fucking moron. You wonder why fucking men are sitting there just using your
Wonderful. You've
emotions
gotten all the fur I
against you.
need. Bring it
Because
to me
men
and my
figure it
sniper
out.
rifle shall be yours.
Screw that noise. Bring me the fur, and I'll give you a shotgun.
Like, women always complain about, oh my god, they're so mean. And I was like, you give them easy ass pussy net? Well, yeah, because they're hot. Like, there you go.
Damn it!
If you give men the easiest fucking thing that they fucking want, which is ass, then that's the reason why. Duh. Fucking stupid. Oh, fucking moron. So you can't make this shit up. But it's the honest truth. And you look at all the statistics, you look at all the studies, you look at just the normal stuff that you see every day. Who is more or less likely to be a fucking whore? Women that say they hate men. You can't make this shit up, can you? You can't make it up. Because it's so fucking true. And when you call them out for the stuff that they do, they get fucking really upset and start crying and making up shit. Like, there's women out there literally make up all kinds of fucking theories that our men are just walking, no living sperm donors and shit.
Lucky.
They say, well, if that's what you think men are, then I guess men have to do that. I mean, all the fucking girls I ever talked to, and most of them that were sitting there, they would say specific things like that. They get fucking super mad too. Of all the girls I've ever like been with that were feminists, that were single moms, that said they don't like men that they're traumatized, they were the easiest to get in bed. I don't have to do anything. Nothing. I don't even have to fucking say anything. I was their type of guy. I was attractive enough for them to be, I guess, have some type of, like, arousal, I guess. And they literally would just bend over and just fucking take it. Not saying I fucked them that, but that's literally how easy it was. Because I had something that they were just utterly just wanted. And I tried to, like, you know, be like, okay,
I've been waiting for this.
what am I supposed to do with this? And when you have a woman that tells you that she wants you to be a fucking dumpster and shit, it gets to the point where you start to understand, like, where their mindset are even at. And you start looking at, okay, well, why is that? Psychologically. Yeah, it's pretty nice to know that when a woman is plus nothing, and that whatever the fuck it is. But psychologically, like, what is the reason that? Oh, they're addicted to stuff. They're addicted to drugs, alcohol, attention. They're addicted to, you know, certain things that. It always starts off with like one addiction.
Welcome.
Everybody has their vices. I hear that shit all the time. Yeah, only people that are addicted say that fucking shit. They all say the same thing. Everybody has a vice. But your excuses are insane, always. Everyone has their vices and that. There's other things, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna end up doing something and that. Well, I don't do any of that shit that you say. Well, and they'll say, well, but you exercise and play video games. They'll say, yeah, we're not vices, dumbass. They're not narcotics. I don't put them in my body. That's what I'm talking about. Something that changes the copium in your fucking brain. Yeah, dumb fuck. Twat waffle. That's what people are talking about.
So good.
And people are utterly fucking addicted to the thing.
Come on, baby!
And then they wonder why, you know, their lives are the way they are.
Damn it! Second helping! Sloppy bargain! There's nothing meat in my mouth! I approve!
And then you're the first ones to get mad at stuff.
I'm gonna boss my teeth with your face! Babylon will die! Give me!
I have to promise you, when you do enough research, you've been with enough experience and all stuff like that, you start to see these things. You can't unsee it. Because it just becomes it becomes even more knowing. So I look at all the experiences that I have and be able to tell other guys. Almost all the girls that were like this, or something, most likely all had tattoos. They all had tattoos. They either had a kid or they want to have a kid without marriage. They're the ones that are probably gonna be more or less likely in really good fucking shape. At least for the most part, not all the time. But obviously the ones I dealt with were very, very attractive women. Skinny, big butts, nice body mass. Because they have to get you with something. And then they show it off to you. I'm not saying that girls with all tattoos are bad, but the ones that get continuous addictive tattoos, like getting a tattoo because you're trying to remember someone or someone that you love or someone that's like in your life that's really important to that, like a family member or something like that, I can understand that, but like when you get random fucking tattoos out of nowhere, just random shit because you're addicted, you're like, I'm addicted, I'm gonna give me a tattoo of like SpongeBob or like of a character, and that it's like, why? Because it makes them happy. That feeling of happiness. Like, how about you just be happy? What? That's difficult to do. Like, it's a fucking choice. It's all about learning. I'm not even joking. It's all about learning. People themselves design. This shit's been going on for thousands of years. This ain't the only start of wokeism. Egyptian people did it. That was 5,000-6,000 years ago. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah. There's always been people that have done shit.
Got the elevator working, have you? Great.
And all it is going against God and what He wants the best for you.
For the resistance until everyone heard the Hyperion
I
army
even try to
approaching and
talk
fled
to people,
sanctuary.
say like my ex about it and that. I said, why don't you just be a little more happy today? Just think more positive than that. Like, I can't do that. I'm like, why not?
Well done. Now, if you
Because
return to
society's
Raspberry,
so
we can see
bad, it
about
won't
getting
let
you off
me
this
do it or
frigid
some
glacier.
type of fucking bullshit. I'm like, you're fucking retarded. Like, society has nothing to do with what the fuck's going on with you. That's you. That is, you are the equivalent of your own happiness. Period. Why are you happy as a child, but you're angry as an adult? And you can say all kinds of things, which is pretty much what people tend to do. And you're the first ones who get angry and who get upset. And I said, well, it's because you're not learning. You're not trying to do anything to make life better. And guess what happens? they have to follow some type of thing because they follow their emotions 100% instead of thinking about stuff to make better. You know how I got out of my emotional tracking? Let's go down with this. You know how I got down with getting rid of my depression, anxiety, and that? Doing things for myself. I don't need someone to do things for me. Just for instance, when my ex started getting really, like, kind of, like, angry and started showing all these fucking signs of
A trillion
issues,
thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man.
it came down
Flint and I
to...
had a gentleman's agreement in the past. I give him the loot
What?
from the bodies Jack ditches in the glacier. He promises not to torture me for hours
It
at a
came
time.
down to
And he
me
does it
understanding
anyway.
that I
But
was
that
not
ends
happy, and
today.
soon as I figured
We're
out I
gonna
wasn't
take him
happy,
out, steal my ship back,
it was
and
a
sail the
choice
sanctuary.
for me to be
Let's go
happy
this
or
way.
unhappy.
Here's what's gonna happen, Vault Hunter. My first mate, Boom Boom, is gonna kill ya. Jack's gonna pay us, and I'm gonna play hot.
Would you like to do
So
battle with
I
a midget
choose
riding
to be
piggyback on a
happy.
bullymong?
So I pull myself
Yes,
away
please
from her,
proceed to the southern shelf and defeat
and
Lichlong for me.
I try to
If the
talk
answer
to her
is
about
no,
things
you are
and that.
sad, and I have no desire to speak with you further.
And when my ideas were different than hers, because she had this wild fucking idea about life,
How's your day been, buddy? We haven't really talked
I'm
much
just like,
since I
okay,
left you for dead.
so
Hey, you think you'll freeze to death out there?
that's cool.
No,
So, oh, I
probably
want to
not.
get, you
Ben
know, a
doesn't need your
condo and all
part.
stuff and that.
My day? Been pretty good. Just
And
bought
the
a
whole point of it
pony
was
made
that
of
she wants to get
diamonds.
closer to
Yeah,
her
because
first,
I'm rich.
so,
husband.
husband.
That's cool. Goodbye.
Protect me, Squire!
And I got this one like, you know, when you say things and you don't make sense with them, that, especially if you say stupid shit like, oh, this guy's better than you, know, something else. So,
These are human
you know,
beings!
you just had
with
money,
lives,
and that was the
and
only thing
families,
that you
and
craved the most.
totally
is
kidding.
money. You don't
Screw
want
those
love.
guys.
That's why your relationship fucking failed with them. You fucked hard.
I'm racking my brain
He
trying
didn't,
to think of a
he didn't
name
want
for
nothing
that
to do with
diamond
you because you were
pony I
using
bought.
them, and I'm right
I was
there
gonna
with
call
them.
it Piss for Brains in honor of
I'm
you,
like,
but
dude,
that just
fuck
feels
that bitch. She's
premature.
a stupid asshole, and
Blood
that's all
Stallion?
it is.
Nah, that's even worse. I'll tell you what, I'll give it some more thought.
End of fucking story. The thing is, you can't make this shit up.
I look into my eyes when I
And it's
stare at
become
you.
the same thing over and over and over again. And the truth is, no man wants to see a woman like that because we're biologically put into a perspective that we don't like seeing women being tormented. So we try to rescue them. And it turns out to be fucking stupid because it ends up failing most of the time because of the issues.
Open!
I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about, it's not
Another
a sculpture
story
or anything.
to sing
It's a
to the
living
cages
horse that actually happens to be made of.
Get ready for
Actually, I'll just go get it.
daisies!
Blood Stallion! Here you go! Blood
Oh no, I
Stallion!
died.
Say hello! Yeah.
Oh, no, I died.
Blood Stallion says hello.
And that's what it normally comes down to, and that you start looking at all these things and that why people do these things, and it becomes quite kind of hilarious. Like, I don't think they really understand that they're making life harder for themselves when they don't give in to actual life itself. Like, there's certain things in life that you have to give into, like love. Love is beautiful. But when people say, oh, I'm tormented and all this shit and that, you know, it just comes down to you just don't want to fucking learn. That's the problem. When women hold emotional torment way more than men do. Men don't hold it that much. And if men do, they get made fun of and they get redirected and they get tossed to the like beat the wolves and shit. They're all like, yeah. Other men like grow the fuck up, stop being such a fucking bitch. I've said it myself. To myself. Like, stop being such a fucking little pussy ass bitch and grow the fuck bitches! Up. So you can't say that to women. I mean, you can. I'm ready to blow! Entitled, blah, blah, blah. I mean, some women you can.
Get off my plane!
He sure said boom a lot. Looks like he dropped a grenade mine. Be sure to equip it.
I got it. I like
me down! I am everything!
That's a good thing.
I am in this location.
But that's the whole concept about it, man. When you start looking at all these things, then you start realizing.
Minion! Get on that cannon! Just blast this gate down! But don't do it until I'm out of the way! Understand? If you shut the
always
gate
gonna
now,
be satanic shit. There's always gonna be people that are gonna be fucking very hateful towards others. They're always gonna think that they're better than that.
I move away, which I will once I'm totally convinced you understand the
they can't understand cases, they can't understand life itself, so they're walking around like blindfolded by stupid ass shit.
I know it's kind of complicated, but just stick with me, okay? Look, when it's okay,
for you to shoot this gate hatred. It's gonna be
I'll say something like, shoot the gate with the cannon now! But that was just a test, right? You didn't shoot the gate when I said that, which was good. Shoot the gate with the cannon now! Also another test. You're doing me proud, man.
You are not.
Actually, I'm getting bored.
And yeah, hatred becomes a thing for some people, but they just live their life like that. That's why people are like talking about the septum piercings and shit. It's like, what are you talking about something? Because us guys are trying to figure out, just because you're really cute and adorable and that, but when you have things on you that represent massive amount of torment, guys want to rescue you from your fucking torment. But when you sit there and don't allow guys to fucking rescue you from it, because you fucking just hate on them so fucking much. Because one guy treated me bad. Oh, I was in love with him. And he was so bad to me. And it's like, okay, why'd you stay with them then? Because I didn't want to change it. Well, that's your problem right there, dumb fuck. You wanted to change it. Well, you can't change a man that doesn't want to be changed. That's a problem with most men. Men are very difficult to change as women are too.
Yeah.
That's the reason why there's so much issues in that. You can't just sit there and say, hey, you know, you're raised that way. How many people are raised to be fucking hateful towards a fucking gender? Single moms. I wonder why you hate fucking men. Because the first badass guy that you fucked got you pregnant, left your fucking ass, and now you're fucking mad because men are bad. So I just blaming on one fucking man, you blame on all the men. And then guess what happens? Your fucking daughter or son start hating fucking men. They look for ideas to say, hey, well, this is this and this is that. I used to be like that. And I fucking know. Why was I like that? Because I was emotionally inclined like a fucking bitch. I didn't understand why my father did the things that he did. Yes, his shit was slightly unorthodox. I can say that.
I'll blow you into chunks.
But he did things out of like protection and shit. Out of love. Love is not about being peaceful all the damn time. Love is about directing, and about disciplining, about knowledge, about going through shit.
Make you some hate!
And so, once when people understand that it's, you know,
Coming for you! Asking if anyone's seen my claptrap
you have to discipline. You can't just sit there and let people walk all over you and that, like these emotional twat waffles do. And, you know, I have to say my dad was very emotional, and he would yell and scream about silly stuff and that. Basically money and shit, which is, you know, common for most people, I guess.
I want to the sound of Eden screaming for his life. It will be
He did the first one and probably get on the phone and showed it multiple times. I see them fucking like two-handed palm a fucking kid like 10 feet. Like he was a strong man. I mean, I don't know if he was freakishly fucking strong, like bodybuilding strong, but he was a really strong fucking dude. But double palming, honestly, you can knock, especially if someone only weighs like 100 and some pounds, you can fucking fling them across the fucking room if you bench press over 300 pounds very easily.
cheated. You can't help me. Oh, hell!
That's what gets scary about some people. That's what I try to explain to like some people that I work with, and I say when you get to a certain point of strength, you become what you call on average. You become extremely powerful. And with that sort of strength comes responsibility. So the responsibility that men have to take that are strong as fuck is that we have to take the mantle of strength. Which means we're the ones that have to sit there and balance out the other people that do strength stuff, that are strong too, and that are probably bad. So we talk about good and evil all the damn time. Well, what is good and what is evil? There's good evil. There's good, good evil. There's strong evil, and there's strong good. The opposite is always going to be the good guys. The good guys are going to be just as strong as the bad guys. The problem is we take a mantle of truth. We take these honorable, these, you know, honor codes and shit. We take loyalty towards, like, certain things and try to explain it. Talk to a strong guy that lifts a lot of weights and that, and see his mentality. Is he angry or is he nice? Most very strong guys, bodybuilders, all that shit and that, most of them are pretty fucking nice. The ones that aren't nice, that have anger issues and that, they kind of tell you that they're just angry people, but they're fucking strong. That's kind of a thing. Strong people can pick either side and dominate either side. When it comes down to weak people have no choice. They can be bad, but they can't be too bad. Because if they don't have the power to make it out, they go to fucking prison. are being smart. It's not saying being bad altogether now. Like, a lot of people are actually honestly good. They're just misled. Oh man, felt good. A lot of it comes down with the power struggle. But if we take like the mentality of a man and you dissect the mentality of it, you dissect the mentalness of it, you look at life from a different perspective. You start to see things from those different perspectives. It's like me, for instance. I can look back at my life, not even last year, for instance. I could say I've changed dramatically from last year. Completely different, way stronger. I knew a lot of stuff about emotions, stuff like that, but I never implicated it. So knowledge, you can. The thing is about knowledge, you can know a lot of stuff, but you can't implicate it for yourself. It's like you know, sitting there and like reading a book, for instance. A lot of dorky people do this. They know a lot of knowledge, but they don't use it for themselves. Like you'll see, like if you look at like a scientist of muscle or scientists of the body and that, and they're fat and out of shape, or like, oh, I know how to build muscle and stuff and that. And it's like, well, I have the knowledge of it. If they actually used it, you could actually be able to tell they went through the full actual experience. That's how we get at with like women that want to read all these novels and shit. They want to be like, well, these romantic novels, they poison themselves with Disney shit, Disney princess crap and that, and they evolve their whole entire lifestyle around this crap. And then men are just like, but that's not real life. Well, it should be. That's how they think it. It should be real life. And men are all like, but it ain't, bitch. Because you're crazy. It's just not. It's not real life. You can't implicate something that you read from a fucking fantasy, especially those novel shit. Those reading novels. They literally have a reading novel out now. It's called The Milking Farm. And I just heard about it not even that long ago. And basically what it is, it's a society. Of course, this is written by a woman. Fucking stupid ass writing. They write such shit. Like, you ain't gonna get good writing like Lord of the Rings out of a woman unless she's like Harry Potter. Yeah, that was a luck of the draw. That woman made a fantastic fucking thing. So anyway, so the milking farm is basically this woman. She wants to get out of this male society and that. And supposedly all these males do is pop Viagra. And like the Viagra is made out of fucking Minotaur semen. And what happens is this girl goes on this milking farm with all these gigantic fucking Minotaurs with big cock and balls. A fucking fancy for some of these crazy ass bitches because they all like gigantic dicks in their ass. And it's basically her sitting there milking fucking these gigantic human cows. And sitting there and having a fucking fantasy about getting fucked by one of these damn things. And that's all she does. Milky big old cow dicks. And like, people try to say, well, it's symbolic. No, it's not. It's fucking retarded. It's like you're living a life of fucking fake fantasy. And then you keep on wondering why your life is fucking retarded. I said, well, that's why your life's fucking retarded, because you do retarded shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you can't make this shit up and how fucking retarded it is. You just can't make it up. And like, they keep bringing, like, these novels keep popping up, and these women eat this shit up because it's fake fairy tale bullshit. See, men don't do that. So going back to what I was talking about with one of the guys that working there, he's young, he's only 20 now. But I talk about with him, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Women are prone to emotionally follow things that are against men, things that are against society, things that are against God, more so than men are. Men are the balancers. We balance out bad women and bad men. We keep good women good. Our job as good men is to constantly keep the code going. We don't stop. We keep the code going. We keep talking about this shit. We keep pushing these things. We keep on doing the things we need to do. It's like we don't stop. It doesn't matter how bad it gets. And when you talk about the whole war thing, yeah, when bad men go to war, good men stand the fuck up. We say, I give you my honor to protect my country now, and I will gun blaze and blow the fucking shit out of everything in sight to protect it. It's just that fucking plain and simple. And this is what men do. And that's what it is. When you get these pussy ass men, they're all like, oh my god, you guys are not supposed to be like that. Men look at you like you're a fucking retard. And we're all like, dude, shut the fuck up, you condescending pussy ass bitch of a man. And who goes out to defend these fucking little cum fucking dick suckers and that? Feminist women. Feminist women defend feminine men. Feminist men. They all coalesce with each other. Hey, babies, come here. Hey, puppy. You're such a pretty puppy. Hey, babies. And this is why, like, I have to talk about this crap constantly. Because it keeps on happening. And we get to these fucking scenarios, and, like, this stuff never fucking stops. And as people get more and more pissed off about it, the more and more good people shine a light on it, and we don't stop. And they don't like that we don't stop. Yeah, it's because we're fucking right, and you know that you're fucking wrong. Like, every time I watch these shorts and that, obviously these are not the women out in the real world. These are only internet bitches and that. Men target these women from nightclubs and that. And a lot of times they say stuff because they all have a conscience that's all the same. They all flock together. If there's a group of women don't like to go against themselves. And they always say it online as, I'm not trying to go against the females and all that stuff and that, but you bitches are fucking crazy. You know, if I was a woman and that, I say, hey, you bitches are fucking crazy in that. Like, you need some damn Jesus, you need some guidelines, you need something to remotely fix your fucking retarded act. I will not sit there and say, oh, I'll try to go against it. Man, I'd be like, man, fuck you bitches. If I ever saw you outside and that, you're doing that shit, I'd fucking beat your ass, ho. If I was a woman, it'd be prison rules, bitch. Because all these women that do that shit all need to go to prison. See where the real feminist fucking bitches are at. Yeah, go to prison. So you get your fucking ass fisted and getting big old fucking things shoved up your butt. You'll get treated like a fucking... you get treated real good. But I digress from the joking. Not really. Fuck these crazy ass bitches, bro. And the biggest thing is, I always hear this. It's just like comparison. these feminist women like to say, you know, men are weak and that they get so judgmental when we say stuff. Those men literally just make fun of you because you're fucking stupid. And the reason why I say a lot of men do specific things and that is because they know how fucked up you are and they're trying to save you. See, men are actually remotely, you know, we try to save women from their own stupidity. Have you ever seen the stories of the man that meets a stripper and that? And he brings the stripper out of that life and brings him into a better life? I definitely know a lot of those stories. Multiple of them. And I hear about it too. They're like, yeah, I was stripping as a girl and that, and this guy came in, he was a trucker, made a lot of money and that. He's all like, it's like, why are you stripping? It's like, well, I need money for college and that. And the guy had millions of dollars now because all he did was fucking work. And so the guy like say, okay, well, how about you just live with me, or I'll get you a condo that I have or something like that, and you can just go to school. And she's like, oh. And so the guy paid for all of her schooling, that did everything he can, that, you know, kind of like raised her a little bit. And more or less likely, the woman became more successful in that, and she fell in love with the dude as time went on, and she ended up getting married and having kids with the damn dude. So the moral of the story is, men always try to find a way to protect women. Doesn't matter how fucking bad it is. It doesn't matter how fucked up or how satanic you are. That's what men do. And the men that don't want to do this, you're the men that men like me fight against every fucking damn day, and how fucking big of a pussy you are. And we try to save your asses too. So the majority of great men out there that are fighting the good fight, and they basically do it because it's the goodwill of God himself that's trying to fix society net through the men that are good. You should give them a fucking shout out. Because it's hard to be a man that's fighting against all this fucking bullshit. And there's a lot of this fucking bullshit. I mean, I can't even be myself 100% around people. I can't talk about God. I can't talk about Jesus and that. Like, it's the most difficult thing in the world to do. This world is so satanic and demonic. And then, like, a lot of people don't even know that they're doing it. And it's not to say they're bad people. They just don't like to hear the word Jesus. And that just tells how demonic they are. They're influenced by demonic forces. When people say demons don't exist and that, talk to a feminist, you'll see demons. 100%. Talk to a far on woke left woman. It's always the women. Most men are not like that. They'll get kind of hateful in that, but most men kind of like, oh, they realize it. Women are very, very into emotional drifting. They carry those emotions very, very long. Men intentionally do not. And of course it is just a mindset, but the mindset comes down to that women do it more often. At least for the left liberal women. They're very prone to a huge amount of emotional release, and they carry that shit very, very heavily. And then you start to see, like, these turn of events. You have these 80-year-old rich fucking divorced liberal women now trying to sit there on the crosswalks because they can't have rainbow crosswalks. It's like, why do you need rainbow crosswalks for? You know what's so funny is rainbow actually is the symbol of peace from God. So I guess you guys believe in God now because that's what rainbow actually stands for. Yes, after Noah's Ark's flood, the great flood, a rainbow, he symbolized, I will never do this again. As a symbolize of peace from God himself. He made a rainbow. And yeah, you could say, oh, it's the sunlight and all this stuff and that. Yeah, there could be a lot of how it got created. But the thing is about God, The rainbow's always existed, but he put an emphasis on it. He says, when you see this, this means peace. It was already there. It already existed. He just put meaning to it. And yes, when you start digging into the Great Flood and that, people are just saying, well, it's the sin of the world and that. Actually, it wasn't because of the sin of the world. See, this is where people don't get it. Like, they talk about Nephilims very, very smallly in the Bible and that. But when you dig into it, when you dig into Enoch, a lot of people were saying, like, it wasn't Enoch himself that wrote this stuff down. It was people that were, like, you know, that heard about the stories and that, and they kind of written down that, and it passed on to thinking that it was something. Can't say it was 100% false, but when it came down to that, we start looking at it, it always comes down to what's true, what's false. So what's the truth behind that? Nephilims are real, yes, Nephilims, because they said in the Bibles that when the Great Flood happened, that Nephilim were fallen angels birthed by human women. They talk about it briefly in the stories in the Old Testament. When Lucifer fell, his fallen angel, a quarter, I think it was 1/3 of the angels fell to earth, which is fuck, I don't know, probably in like 10 or like thousands of them, not tens of thousands of them. They all fell to the earth. A lot of them try to get retribution, and they try to be like even with God. Not all of them hated humans, only the main ones that were with Lucifer did. And a lot of them were actually worse than Lucifer. We'll say worser than Lucifer. Put a death to the war in it. Oh my god, where's that? But anyway, so as they found that, they start breeding and creating what they call witches. The first satanic woman was after the fall. That stuff never existed back then.
I am born.
Life before was very natural, very unsinning. All this stuff, like weapons, war, and all that shit, and that, all that stuff was put into our minds through the fallen angels. At the very beginning. This is like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15,000 years ago. It was put into existence. We lived a so-called paradise until the great. Now, no one doesn't know exactly when the fall happened, but it happened during the time of Adam and Eve, basically. When Adam, you know, did that shit. It basically wouldn't happen. And they start, you know, during that thing, because eternity, well, is forever, and there's no such thing as time, so 300-400 years could have went by when Adam and Eve got put into creation. But anyway, the whole point of Nephilims, they were created by fallen angels to despite God. And when they got created by fallen angels, they became abominations. And God intervened and said, hey, these are not my children. These are not, you know, my creation. And he heard all the commotions of all the dead souls and that, people that were dying and that. And he said, this is Enoch and that, because he was, you know, talking to God about this and that. And he said, I heard these souls reached all the way up to me through all like 9 layers of heaven or 10 layers of heaven. It's not to say God didn't know what was going on.
I'm born.
It's just the way people think of God is like, oh, he knows everything, so he should deal with it. Yeah. But see, God is an entity of love and absolute patience and holiness. So like, go to the word holiness. What does holiness mean? It means absolute. It means perfectionate in every which way possible. It means almighty power. So, yeah, he can see what his children are doing. And he does intervene. But he doesn't intervene like you think that he does in your life. He doesn't come down and say, ooh, and beat with a thunderous voice and be like, I grant you this. That's make-believe. Truly how I think God actually works is in the divine. He works very steadily. He knows what's happening, but he doesn't want to intervene to change the courses of things that could be happening. That's what it is. God knows the future. We don't. So God sets up things to interject with the future before we even know it. Whatever path that we take as humans, God changes and does certain things to bring us on that path again. So when people sit there and they hate on God because he doesn't change the factors of their life right then and there, but what they're really not looking at is the days to come. Like the whole theory in that, which is not a theory, when you wake up, your new day starts. When you fall asleep, your day ends. And it doesn't matter if it's nighttime or not. It's when you fall asleep. That's when your day ends. So the whole point of a new day, is what? A new revelations, a new front, a new path. So God sees the paths that we're taking.
Give me something to pound. Back from the dead, pendejos!
Oh, my mic just went dead. I don't know where the fuck I was at. Well, let's talk about... Well, let's go with... I'm talking about time. It's like, why... It's like, you gotta ask yourself, like, why did God create time? You know what the funny thing is about time? Since there is a beginning and an end of time, there's no such thing as beginning and heaven. It's just eternity. So why did God invent time for humanity? to reveal himself to us eventually. Because we sin, and that the sin was because we were mortal. You can't sin when you're eternal. Because God said this, look at this, look at this. When God said it in Genesis with Adam and Eve, he says, when you eat from the tree of knowledge, and you find out the knowledge, it's the tree of good and evil. Listen to the words, good and evil. You can't eat from the tree of life, because you can't live eternity with sin. It's just not going to work. So he didn't send them down to say, hey, this is a punishment. He sent them down to say, hey, the day will come when you will return to me. But as of right now, since you ate from the tree of knowledge, tree of good and evil, now you know what I know. And the truth is, the knowledge is too much for you to not be able to sin. Because it's too much knowledge. The key word, knowledge. So what does knowledge do to a human mind? When you gain knowledge, you separate it between good and bad, right? But some people don't look at knowledge from that perspective. They can never separate it. They intentionally don't know what's good and evil. Unless you follow guidelines and rules and laws, or say you follow God. When you follow God, you follow Christ's words, you follow the laws of God, laws of the land, you can separate good from evil. But people don't believe in that stuff, intentionally don't know. They know a little about good and evil now, but they normally do evil things. So why do people do evil things? Because they don't give in to God. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in the good. And the evil is the same way that someone follows God. So I believe in the 10 Commandments. Shall not steal, shall not covet thy neighbor, shall not murder, shall not, do like all these little things that basically like affairs and stuff like that. Try to keep my mind pure in that. Don't look at women as sexual in that. And that's the difference between a feminist man and a masculine man. What I mean by feminist, that means a man that gives in to emotions more than actual rules of law of God, which is more logical. See, when you get into more emotional stuff, you intentionally fluctuate your like life laws, your like honest honor codes and that, and you fluctuate by your feelings. So something else can be bad, but that something else can be good if it meets the certain standards of feelings. A man like myself, something that's bad is just fucking bad. I don't look at a child murdering someone or adult murdering someone as being different. I say you're both fucking retarded and you're both bad. You've done a bad thing. Now, a bad person, not necessarily. It's the knowledge that you can't separate the bad from the good. So there's truthful knowledge that the world abides by, and then there's bullshit knowledge that, well, the world abides by too, but most people know it's stupid. Now, we could separate the knowledge of all these different categories and what's not important, what is important. Doesn't mean that they're bad or good, but some knowledge is stupid. So like the study of humans, the people that study humans, that knowledge is good. Biology, that's great. Learning how we work is great. From the cells all the way to us busting nuts in women. Our favorite part, reproduction. The psychology of the human mind, that's honest truth, how we work. But then you give in to stuff like people that know basic bullshit knowledge, like how to fucking walk. Is that a good thing? Well, everybody knows how to walk. And some people can't walk because they're crippled and that, that sucks. But they learn how to do other things to get around. But the bullshit knowledge, the knowledge of just shit that really doesn't matter, like entertainment. There's people that know entertainment knowledge, and it's like 95% of all the knowledge that most people know is the bullshit knowledge. And sometimes people don't know anything about actual knowledge. They know bullshit knowledge. They're 100% bullshit. So they know about like sports teams, music, all these genres of entertainment because they're raised on it. They never tap into the human reality of knowing themselves. That's where the knowledge actually comes from. And that's how you learn how to be a real man or being a real woman. Wait a minute, there's more. Oh, fuck me, that fart was big. Oh, ooh, that felt great. Top of the morning to you. Anyway, as I'm choking on myself. When you start learning that people don't understand, like, actual, like, knowledge that matters, they just tend to what? Go to feelings. Like, I know logical people that are women. They are emotional to a certain extent, but they're logical, too. They actually understand psyche. And so when you talk to them, they actually understand what the fuck's going on. But we talk to people that don't know this knowledge because, well, they're brain dead idiots because I'd rather study something other than stupid shit. You know what happens? They don't know anything. They live life, like, with all feelings because their logic intent is not there yet. Like learning how survival works. Either you experience by going through because your body reacts to it. If you don't have a job and you're fucking broke, what does your body do? Your body goes into fear panic mode. This is why we have these sort of like mechanics with our body now. We go to panic mode, we go to fear mode, we stress the fuck out. That stress is leading us to make us fucking and force us to fucking learn something that we never want to learn. And guess what happens? You adapt to it. And sometimes you can fight against it, which a lot of people tend to do. That's why they live on drugs. They panic that because they think life is so easy for me until it becomes hard. That's what I say. Stress the fuck out while you're young and understand the concepts. Learn first. Learn, hey, money's everything in this world. Work. Work and make fucking money. Work, get a great skill, gain good experience in that, find good friends in that, and work. You'd be surprised how much you can learn just going to work. Because then you'll meet people like me that will actually teach you a good amount of things and that to remotely make life better for you. Because my biggest research is the human body altogether and that, and I love learning about it. Muscle building, diets, weight loss, psychology, how we work in that, why do things happen in that, chakra, chi, our energy flow in that, our nervous system in that, our blood in that, our cell structure, all that stuff actually fucking matters. Because that's what God gave us the right to learn, is about ourselves. And the more you get to know the human body, the more you get closer to God. Just like the Bible states. He says, the more you learn of my creation, the more you learn of me. He's not lying. So why do we get so debobbled with our fucking knowledge? Because humans make up bullshit. Because they don't want to fall in line with what God created for us to know. So humans make up a bunch of bullshit called the entertainment. That's all they can do. Entertainment. So they emotionally manipulate us, these big fucking concrete assholes out there, the music industry or the entertainment industry, they manipulate the porn industry, they manipulate our minds to believe in the stuff that they want you to believe in. You see how it works? So God doesn't want us to, you can be entertained, but entertainment for people that believe in God are simple facts. Simple things, like having good discussions about things. I love having good discussions about psychology and that, and learning about stuff. People stop learning after fucking grade school at the time. They really don't adapt too much. It's just mostly experience. You learn the ABCs. and you learn how to talk, but as you talk more, you learn more. And sometimes people are very talkative people and that, so they learn how to talk better. You learn simple math. Simple math that a third grader can do. Just think about it, a third grader. Or even a first grader can do. Simple decimal math. So, why the fuck are we going to school for all these years? To learn basic shit over and over again? I have to say that, like, the biggest thing we have to learn is language. Language is very hard to learn. Mathematics are not that difficult. Simple math is simple math. Anyone can count with their fucking fingers. Communications, what we should do is learn psychology. Learn how the mind works. Learn, like, diet and health and muscle building. Learn how the body works. Oh, we got health class. No, I mean, make it forever, like, have it constantly from first grade all the way through fucking high school, learning about health. Learn about how the body works. I think that's more important to learn than fucking retarded history about slavery's bad. Oh my god. Learn about psychology and health from first grade all the way through 12. And see how fucking smart and see how massively great your children are going to be. Your children are going to walk out of high school like the Beast off fucking X-Men. Jacked as fuck, big huge dick and balls, and they're all going to look like rogues, super hot bitches, big ass titties and ass. They're going to walk out look like full-grown fucking adults, and they're already thinking about making shit happen. See, we don't involve that with schools. You know what we do is, we teach them stupid-ass, childlike fucking things, and then they don't adapt to anything at all, and then they all come out fucking retarded. And I was one of the retards. But I had an interest in psychology for a long time. But there was no classes about it. I had an interest in financials. There was no classes about it. They never taught us how to pay bills or how to fucking do taxes and shit. You learn that shit too. That's the thing you should learn from when you're younger and that. Probably started when you're like 12 or 13 years old now. We actually started to adapt to like making money and now you could get a job, work with your family or something like that. Kids will start getting out of high school. They'll all start jobs. They won't even go to fucking college. College is a fucking nimble of fucking feminist retards. College is stupid. Unless you're adapting to a trade school. Yeah, trade schools are going to be the new thing. But colleges are dumb. They're overly expensive. They're like fucking $4,000 per semester now. To learn something that doesn't do nothing. When I went to college now, it was $1,300 per semester. That's fucking what, 4 months? 4 months. I think it was every month I had to fucking pay for this shit. And if I failed the classes, you didn't get your money back from it. You had to retake those fucking classes and pay again. What? And the classes are just classes you took in fucking high school, but you have to pay for them this time. High school was free. College wasn't. So I basically learned the same shit over and over again. So if you keep on failing it because, you know, you're just like, what the fuck, bro, this is stupid. That's why I quit college. I told my parents, I'm like, this is fucking retarded. It's like I have to take, I'm not even college level classes, and I have to take literally like 15 fucking classes to get the college course because I didn't scale high on their fucking bullshit exams. So I had to take basic algebra. I had to take advanced algebra, and I had to take, you know, advanced 2 algebra. They make up shit as they go. And I had to take college algebra, and I had to take college algebra, go fuck yourself too. Literally nothing but a fart that came out my ass. That's how much shit they fucking throw at you. It's just bullshit. And they would say you're not intelligent. What the fuck do I have to learn shit I don't use? Number one, you're fucking stupid to think that's intelligent. My farts have more intelligence than most people that go to college. Yeah, it's called intellectual. You have knowledge that is absolutely fucking pointless. I'd rather learn how to fight and chop down a fucking tree than it is to sit there and learn ABC 1, 2, 3s equals double ABC 1, 2, 3. What the fuck you use that for? All that math's made up bullshit. If you can't count with your fingers, then you need to learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, motherfucker. Learn that from Sesame Street, bitch. Sesame Street. The Count. His name is The Count. You learn that when you're fucking 3. And you're 23 now. And you're going to school to learn bullshit math. Bullshit fucking space aerodynamic bullshit. It's just fucking stupid. And I was saying, well, Neil deGrasse Tyson's smart. Have you listened to that man? That man's not smart. He's retarded. A fucking child knows his knowledge. Yeah, funny, isn't it? A child knows fake fucking space with planets. That doesn't make any sense. A child knows the moon cycle. So you're saying Neil deGrasse Tyson's smart. A child knows what he knows. Drop the fucking mic, motherfuckers. You're stupid and you're being played. Bill Nye the Science Guy. A very far leftist moron. You know why he only teaches children science? Because that's exactly what it is. It's childlike science. This shit's not fucking actual education. It's not actual smarts. It's stupid. It's stupid. Just like fucking Freezer from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's stupid. Why are you so stupid? You're just stupid. It is. You're fucking retarded. What's up? And people praise these people because they got degrees. What the fuck is a degree? You know knowledge that we sign off on. Wait a minute. So who's signing off on this knowledge? Well, the college board. The college board's a bunch of motherfuckers that sit there and steal your fucking money, bitch. They're not worried about you getting degrees. They're worried about lining their pockets with more money. Well, we care about our society. That's why Harvard and all these places are collapsing. Because it's all fucking bullshit. No one wants to learn actual knowledge. You want to learn bullshit science. Learn actual science, please. You know, like shit that combusts and blows up and shit. Actual science. Not space science. And space science is literally a fucking lie. And it's all bullshit. It makes no sense. The flat earthers are taking over because it's actual sense. It actually makes sense. They actually study shit. They actually do the things, not lying. I listen to these motherfuckers. I love flat earth people and that because they speak the honest fucking truth. And then they're most flat earth people that believe in God are the most richest, coolest people in the fucking world. You know why? Because they don't get angry at you. They just tell you the truth. They might get upset because you're fucking stupid. But all they do is they tell the truth. That's when it gets fun. Go like, well, these people, like they say, Eric Dubay needs to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. It never happens. And Eric Dubay is like one of the biggest flat earthers, you know, because he actually studies and researches this shit. He's like some type of rapper and that, or someone that makes a lot of money that. And he throws in his money at to research the actual world. And these bullshit scientists will never debate them. Because they know that they're wrong. Anyone that's a scientist of the world knows the world's flat. They all know it, but they're not made to know. They know the actual knowledge of that, but they're made to throw out these bullshit things because they're globalist, satanic dumb fucks. They all got Satan dong in their ass. And trust me, Lucifer fucking hates humans more than anybody else. He despises them. That's the reason why he wanted to become God in the first place. Because he thought that we were immortal. Immoral. Well, it sucks to be you, Lucifer. You're the one that literally lost eternity because you're an idiot. Because you had temper tantrum. The first temper tantrum was Lucifer in heaven. It's like, this is unfair, God! Or whatever they called his name. This is unfair, Daddy! He's like, what's unfair, son? Humans! Like, you love them more than you love us! Shut the fuck up, bitch! Oh my god, you're too much. You get the fuck out of here. You know what's so funny is that, like, when you look at the story of, like, Lucifer falling, it's literally just a whole bunch of temper tantrum feminist men going, and women, because there's women angel too, going, oh my god! Yes? Not you! Fuck you! And you know where the that you think that you're better than me came from? It came from Lucifer. He told God, you think you're better than me? And God's like, I mean, I created you. Oh my God, no, you fuck off. So you have to come down to where God's coming from and saying, like, the Father has patience of, well, almost forever. And when he's sitting there doing this shit against Lucifer and his fallen angels and shit, he's just like, why are you doing this? Oh my god, humans are so bad in that. Oh my god. Like, none of these things would have happened if Lucifer didn't drop down and teach us all this bullshit. We learn about weapon making. We learn about all these things about magic and shit like that. Yeah, there's such thing. Because angels grasp extreme power. Because they were created with extreme power. Like, angels are extremely fucking powerful. They carry very, very powerful things. Because God created them like that. Mortals were not supposed to know of that stuff. Because it was from heaven. See, we don't go into the angelic realm. Because we weren't created to be there. It's not to say we can't be there, but we weren't put into that position. God wants us to be peaceful and happy. So you create a world that is mostly peaceful and happy. And the reason why things destructive do happen in that, it's just the laws of nature. So as we start to develop ourselves and understand the world, number one thing is, we start hating on ourselves a lot. And people hate a lot. And I'm getting really fucking caffeine high right now. My energy is through the fucking roof. Trying to get pumped. I might go to the gym. I slept 12 hours yesterday. I literally woke up like an hour and a half before I had to go to work. Or an hour before I had to go to work. And I'm sitting there like... Oh, my pecs don't hurt. Oh, my pecs healed up. Yeah, my pecs don't hurt as much. I must have gained some pectoral majors muscles. But what I'm trying to say is that when we look at life, you look at life through a really thin lens, you don't really see much. But when you open that lens up and you see the world for what it actually is, that's why I do the whole blindfold method. People wear blindfolds over their eyes, and it attaches through their ears. And ears and eyes are the main senses that we use to learn. And when you cover it up and you muffle yourself, you start to like not see the world for what it is and not hearing the world for what it is. And then you start adapting to the things that are like poisonous to you. And you start saying like, oh, follow me here. It's like a blind man that can't see. You can still sense evil. But a person that's not blind can see it, but they potentially can't sense it. They still follow it to a certain extent. It all depends on how you're raised in that. Honestly, raising yourself in a very like not cult religious family and that, but raise yourself with rules and regulations of the law of the land. Like, some people are raised to be on food stamps, and you hear that shit all the time and that about like all these people not. Like, I raise my children on food stamps. I teach them how to get food stamps. I teach them how to get all this money and that for free and that. And these people are always like the fattest people in the society and that no one really gives a fuck about because you're fat and you don't work anyway, so you don't really get involved with anybody. So just sit at home and be fat. That's cool. That's fine. I don't care. It's kind of funny. You live off food stamps, you're fat as fuck. And it's just like, just implicates like, how do you get all this money to eat all that food? Well, that's the reason why. And then people get mad about the whole Trump thing, and they're like, oh, why did Trump change the food stamps? I was like, because you're stealing money from fucking workers and that don't deserve to be stolen from, bitch, or fat ass dude. And you're just eating all your money away. You're literally eating all your money away, and you're spending all your money on nails and fake shit. Like, it's not a lot of people that do it, because not a lot of people have that like mentality to do it. And they don't. I could never see myself on food stamps. We went on food stamps one fucking time. And it was during COVID. Because it was there. And so we used it. And I discussed with my mom and that. My dad wanted to use that because my dad, you know, he's very into the whole like money thing. The money. You know, that's like, okay, whatever. That's just his lifestyle. That's what he goes by. And, like, me, for instance, when I couldn't get a job in that during COVID and that, yeah, I relied on that stuff. But I also been working for, like, a whole year before that happened. So I've already put in probably, like, thousands of dollars towards taxes to begin with. Even though it wasn't as much as I'm getting out of it. But, like, all the years I did work before COVID actually happened, you know, it's probably like $10,000 to $20,000 for the taxes I put in. I didn't work a lot. I work all the damn time. Now I can't stop working. It's like I have to have a job. It's not because I like money and that. It's just, it's something that gives me something to do. Like, when I want to be entertained, I'll be entertained. Like, for instance, I slept for almost 12 hours yesterday. I slept for basically like 8.5 to 9 hours. I woke up at like 6:30, something like that. And I had to go to work at 8, and I didn't know I slept that long. I had a long day. I worked about a 10-hour shift yesterday. So I came in at 8, and I didn't leave till basically 6. So a 10-hour shift. Because we're having issues. We're trying to like... They're having issues with one of the workers that we're working with. He's new. He's young. So we're trying to get him to hustle. And he has I think he has someone that, you know, that like... some guy that lives with him and that, or with his mom because they're dating or whatever it is. And he's trying to tell him, like, hey, it's like, you have to get your shit going now, bro. It's like, I'm not going to tell you again, man, because, like, you're getting complaints towards you saying you're not doing shit. You're sitting there on your phone and that. Like, you literally, we catch him all the time. Literally, he's on his phone while he's working on the camera. I'm like, dude, you're going to get fired, you stupid fuck. It's like, well, I'm not doing it. I could do this and do the phone. Motherfucker, why you need to be on your phone? What you do is put your phone in your pocket, and that's it. Like, I do not go on my phone during work when I'm actually working. Like, if I'm not working that, I don't look on my phone. If I'm playing a game, it's an auto game, I'll go there for a brief moment, I give it up, put it right back in, and I go back to work. Like, I don't even do that either. Like, sometimes I'll listen to music and that. A lot of times I don't do that anymore. Because I know my work comes first. And, like, I get it, because I used to be young and stupid. But, like, you have to fucking get into that shit. You have to fucking work. And it gets to the point where you think to yourself, and that's like, okay, so why is this person not doing it? Well, it's because they're raised by, well, say it, because they're probably not raised by anyone that is a father figure, and it comes down to that. When you have no discipline in your household because you don't have a father figure, most boys grow up not wanting to work, not wanting to work out, not wanting to be masculine. And guess what happens? Well, it's like they get girls pregnant really fucking fast, which is basically what happened. Dude's 20 years old. He already has a fucking kid coming. He's not married to her. And it was like a random ass fucking kid. A random ass woman, I guess he knew a little bit, and he decided to get pregnant because he can't keep his dick in his pants. Oh, I need to take a dump. Nice. Yeah, my parents are sending us pictures of the lake and that. That's beautiful. They got big ass tour bus. Yeah, I'm happy my parents are going on vacation and shit. And doing all that crap. Oh. Okay, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I think I just fucking shat myself a little bit. Okay, time to go. Oh, bloody hell, it's everywhere! Oh, no! Just fine. Okay. Okay, I put that way. Cool. Okay, I'm back. I'm actually about ready to go to the fucking damn gym. Because I need to go to the gym anyway. I haven't gone the past 2 days, so I'm gonna go. And I can't wait. Wait for my thing to charge up all the way because I think it's kind of low. Let's listen to feminist bitches complain on fucking TikTok.
Now that I'm in my 30s, I've totally changed my mindset on a first date. I no longer go in thinking, he could be the one. Now I go in thinking, he could be the one that breaks me forever. And I can never be put back together from this. Huh.
Men will really ask you, how are you single? How are you single?
Simps. Simps ask you, how are you single? Simps. Simps. You know what simps are? Feminist men that most women do not fucking like. Most women don't like feminist men. They'll never date them. Young ones do, but the hot girls never date simps. They may fuck good-looking, young, emotional guys in that because they're all young, but full-grown fucking men and full-grown women, like masculine men, they'll never date these bitches. Never. I'll never date one ever again. After I dated my ex, I literally looked at her and been like, you had such great qualities, but you missed the whole thing about being a fucking woman. You didn't stay peaceful and beautiful and hot for me. You decided to go for another person because that person made more money. Because you want to settle down faster. I said, well, that sucks to be you because now no man's going to be with you. If you can't be with a guy as loyal as me, because I'm very, loyal in general, then no man around your age, around my age, is going to take you fucking seriously. No man will. So they know what they're going to do. They're going to bend your big old booty over, slap that till it jiggles in their fucking dick. They're going to blast you in your fat ass because you're pretty fucking hot. Your body looks great. And then that's all you're going to be there for. You're going to be a cum dumpster until you die. That's just how it is. Because you don't want to be peaceful. That's it. If you got the looks, but you don't want to be peaceful because you live with trauma instead of, like, forgiving yourself, you constantly live with fucking trauma, well, that's your problem, dumbass.
That's why.
Lose their marbles, okay? Because they were relying on these moments, and let's jump right into the video.
It's gonna be a hot take, but I swear dating in your 30s as an independent woman is an impossible task nowadays because I swear that you're one more man asking me any leading questions about how I feel about splitting bills 50-50 or how I feel about signing a prenup. Like, babe, for what? I own my own house, I own my own car, I pay my own bills, I earn my own money. What do I need you and your $16 an hour job for? Nothing. I'm gonna make you sign a prenup, the fuck?
A woman. What the? When you get with a man, what do most women tend to do? I can make $16 an hour work for me. She's making fun of people that make $16 an hour. I can make that work for me. I'll tell you this. Most women that make more money than men are always, more broke than men. I wonder why. Because you make your lifestyle too dramatic. And you waste a lot of fucking money with that shit. That's why. I literally work with women that are in their fucking, one that's in their 30s.
For you two.
And guess what? She's always fucking broke. And she makes $60,000 a year.
And we won't kill you. Take it over.
And she's always fucking broke.
Take your time.
Always.
Screw you! Ah!
Always. She even talks about being broke. And I said, how the fuck are you broke?
Don't worry, Johnny.
I'm always like, how are you broke at making that kind of money? Well, why I gotta pay bills and bitch? It's not because you pay bills. I'm sorry. That is a fucking 100% lie. It's not because you pay bills and that. Blah, blah, blah. They always blame on bills and that. Well, if you have credit card bills and that, you're blowing too much money. That credit card is not a bill. That is a expenditure. You are spending. You have money for violent shit. How much do you go out? How much do you spend money on stupid shit? I hear them talk about like, oh, we were going to a concert and that, and they said, well, we're spending $1,200 on concert tickets. And the excuse is, concert tickets are expensive. Like, why the fuck are you going to concert now? Oh, I want to go see these guys now because, yeah, you want to see a group of fucking hot-ass fucking people that are, well, never going to give you any attention, period. Because you want to have a fucking woman fantasy about being with a hot six-pack dude that makes fucking a lot of money. That's why you do that shit. Why do you think men go to fucking, like, Britney Spears concerts back then? Women go to that shit, but a lot of men went to it. They went to all these fucking concerts with all these hot-ass bitches. Yeah, because the male fancy to be with a woman that fucking attractive. That's all it is. They're simping. I ain't got time for that shit. What the fuck do you mean?
Bend over and kiss the dirt.
What, are you retarded?
I never stop until they flop.
No one ain't got time for that shit. I said the only reason why you got time is because you don't fucking do nothing but waste your fucking time on stupid shit.
Nice.
And it's like, I would never spend $1,200 fucking dollars on something that's not going to give me anything in return with it. I couldn't even spend that much fucking money on something. And like, even buying a console is not worth $1,200. I'm just like, why the fuck? And the thing is, they go through this cycle over and over again. Come on, puppies.
Let's find another way up.
That's nice outside. How you guys doing? You guys have fun? Go get some water, Nat. Go get some fluids, puppy butts. And they're all like, I gotta get out of the situation that I'm in and that because I gotta move out and do this and that. But you're spending $1,200, you're spending $300 or $400 on a motherfucking concert tickets.
Show your face!
Are you like retarded? You make no sense.
My face!
I was gonna say, I can make more money. Yes, you can make more money. But time is money, and money can be saved, and you don't have a lot of time to make constant money now, because eventually you're gonna get to the point where you won't be able to work anymore. I tell people, invest. Invest in Edward Jones. Invest money. The smartest people invest their money. The dumbest fucks blow all their money. So they think that, oh, well, I might be making $1,500 a fucking year, or you know, make about $2,800 a month, so I can spend some of it because I think I deserve it. Deserve to spend what? You're still broke. I'd rather have money that I can actually be able to spend other than to not have money at all. They sit there and blow it all stupid ass shit. I don't know. I don't know these person's financials. Ooh, I'll jack off the Moxie pictures. I mean, I can't blame them. Dude, she has some huge fucking tits. Jeez. She ain't got no ass, though. She ain't got no booty. I like ass a little bit better than like tits, ain't gonna lie. Let me get the fuck in there, bitch. I can't even get in there. Yeah, Borderlands 3 has like big muscle gay from this magazine.
Standing on immobile platforms.
Send! But yeah, and like I'm just thinking to myself when I heard that, something like, are you fucking serious? I get to see these super popular people now. Them people don't give a fuck about you. They're really making millions of fucking dollars off of you. And they can just raise the price of tickets up as much as they want, because dumb fucks. Well,
a fantastic day for capitalism. 2 words, my friend. No refund.
What motherfuckers doing today? Yeah, we're all broke. This economy sucks. No, it's because you're blowing fucking $1,000 on these tickets, you dumb motherfucker. Well,
come on out, Flip. Your claptrap unit has returned.
I never thought about that.
It's a new torture zone, boys! Let's turn up the heat!
Oh, Sphincters! I'm so sorry, Captain Flip, sir! Please, don't burn me again!
I'll pay you back! Bring it!
It's just like that one girl says, dude, I'm like getting my head bashed into the mattress and that. So basically you just want to get fucked over and then you want to complain about it. Like, why do you like that? Oh, because I don't want to get married and have kids when I'm younger than that. So basically you're just a whore. Okay, well you're a whore then. Then we're not talking about it, dude. We're going to talk about it, dude. Us, man, are trying to save the women that we can save. Unfortunately, women like you are not savable because you don't care. And it's the reason why we're having all these fucking issues. Yeah, I took the trap. It's got loose stuff because they never opened the trap like that. But yeah, that's like the trait that we keep on hearing. We're not talking, we're not trying to tell you. Like, women that are out there trying to do all this shit and that and make life worse for men, that's all you're trying to do, and that's what you do best. Yeah, shit. And that's like the biggest problem with most of these women that do this kind of dramatic fucking shit. It's just like, we don't care about what you have to say.
Alright, now we
It's
just
like, we should stop worrying about
ship.
feminist women. If they're fucking lost, they're lost. You know, God would sort them out. It's just that simple. You know, go for the women that are not completely fucking lost, that have been tormented, or that believe in that whole sexual thing. Go, yeah, I can just fucked and fucked again and get fucked all fucking and fucking and fucking. But you're unable to get into relationships. You're like, in my 30s, I can't find a guy because I'm tormented. I've been fucked too many times. No shit, you stupid fucking dumb fuck.
I've never met one genuinely good man. Okay. I can't be the only one that...
And now, let us set sail!
Every single man I have encountered has done something absolutely horrific and minimized it.
Okay, such as?
Every single man that I've encountered is a liar, is a perv, and does not see women as human.
That last part. Here's where I'm gonna call it.
We're near Sanctuary, buddy. You go on ahead. Tell the locals what we'll require for my welcome back party. I'll stay in here and give them time to get what we need. Number 1, ladies. Obvious. Number 2.
Sanctuary's off limits. You bloodshots can stay in your hole.
I see you!
Awesome. Why don't you boys run on back to your camp?
Oh, good idea. I think we'll just turn around and head back to our... Die!
Pandora is a violent and dangerous place. Sanctuary is slightly less so. You'll need a card to reach the city gate. Get to the catch a ride.
That's so true. That's so true. So basically, I don't know if you guys heard that. She's basically saying that information bias. So they sit there and people, they go to a belief system that they just say, hey, there's no good men. They don't actually want to find a good man. They just complain about that there's no good men. So stay away from the bitches that say that. If a woman says, I hate all men, stay away from them. If they can't identify a single man, and they don't know how to identify a good man from a bad man, yeah, that's because you have no father, and your father's not there to actually remotely make life better for you. That's the fucking reason why you have issues. Because you don't have a man to relate to that's good.
Damn it. Oh, sorry. Darn it. A man named Scooter controls these catch-a-ride machines. He may be short a few chromosomes, but he's a savant when it comes to vehicles.
I said that's the reason why. That's why the man in the relationship is so much, means so much in general.
You can attach its interface adapter to the catch-a-ride. I can hack the machine and get you a car.
And when you have these women constantly drowning themselves and saying something, yeah, you believe in that. That's why you think that. It's not remotely a truth. You fall in line with that because other women fall in line with that because you're in a fucking cult. That's it. You run a cult and you all believe in the same fucking things. Hence the reason why you have that attitude. The funny thing is, like, other women fall in line with that shit too, and they all believe the same thing. Because they're not going for the men. They're not trying to find anything. They don't want men at all. Their biological, genetics, their genetics are telling them, hey, I want a man. Their survival's telling them, I want a man. But they're brainwashed to think that men are not good. Because they don't fit these requirements.
Wait a moment while I hack the catch-a-ride.
It's all about beliefs. I bring up the belief system, and I will, my other stream and that. What you believe in is how your life is.
Cool.
If you believe life is bad and this and that, then life's gonna be bad. You have to change your beliefs. I change my beliefs. I think life's great. There's little things about it that are bad, but like that's just all determines on how you deal with it yourself. Not everything in life is bad because it's not supposed to be bad.
Sometimes I you're so unburdened.
Certain people might think that it is. They say, well, you can think that life's bad. But did you learn anything from the badness of your life? Did anything come up to you? Did you learn anything remotely good?
I almost forgot to mention dignity.
Because you can learn from bad things. Or you're just saying that it's bad because you fucked up. Because you did something wrong. Because you fucked up your life. It's accountability that normally drives people crazy because they never want to admit that they fucked up life. Because what comes down to trauma is accountability. When you have a lot of trauma, that means that you have no accountability. That means that you don't learn from the mistakes that you made. And you blame everything on trauma. Like one of the ladies that working at that, she's cool in that. I talk to her a little bit here and there now, we'll be working that, I really don't try to get into massive conversations like all the time because we're too busy working that. But I talk to her that, and she said something about her anger net. They're like, oh, my anger is, you know, saying that, I guess it was saying that it was unexcusable because of my trauma. I said, what the fuck is your, I'm like thinking about something like, so Maple Leaf, your trauma is an excuse for your anger. And I said, that is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever fucking heard. Your trauma is your own personal choice to be angry about. It's called forgiveness. You can forgive people. You can forgive your ex and say, I forgive you, and move the fuck on with your life. Because what happens when you have these trauma bomb things? What happens? You want to think that you could repeat that shit over and over again, that trauma, and try to change someone else that exactly is the same person that you already dated.
Grinder! We're only gonna kill every last one of you!
That's why I don't believe in changing people. Sorry. I'll say, hey, I'll tell you this. You can either believe it or not believe it. That's it. If you don't want to look at it from my perspective, then I'm sorry. Then you are a fucking idiot.
Until I formed the Crimson Raiders.
When it's something good,
For now, I need your help.
and someone's trying their best to make life fucking better for you,
bring Reese back to Sanctuary, and you'll have earned your place in the Raiders.
and you struggle to see that, and you're just like,
good.
Why should I have to change for people? It's not changing for people, you fucking dumb fuck. You're changing for yourself. People interact with you to try to help you to get better in life, to make life easier, make life more or less angry for you. That's the fucking point.
See, with every tremor, my drill gets closer to the vault.
And that's the point of most men, real men. They tend to want life to be easier for women. And some real women that want life to be easier for men. That's just how we are in general. We've been like this for fucking forever. Nothing's fucking changed. For thousands of years. But we make up excuses, and excuses keep being more excuses. And it's easier to just keep on making up excuses for life. Because you could just do it without fucking being truthful with yourself. And you can lie to yourself. And trust me, people lie to themselves all the damn time with life. And they constantly do it. For instance, you know, if people talk about something that I used to be like this. I used to make up bullshit for my mistakes. You're like, well, that's not the reason why it happened. It was this. I said, was it your fault? Did you do it? Well, yeah, but there's a reason why it happened. It wasn't my fault, but you choose to do it. When you start going into that concept of choice, it is your fault. So learning how to be at fault is the best thing to learn.
Grinder!
And this is where a lot of people go down the road of accountability. Like at my job, why am I doing better at my job? Because I hold accountability. Is everything my fault? No, not everything's completely my fault if I didn't do it.
A Vault Hunter? Didn't think I rated that much of a rescue.
It's fucking accountability.
Ran off with the power core.
You learn how to deal with it.
Without it, Sanctuary will be defenseless.
Like when people make excuses about their fucking emotions, I said, are you choosing to be angry right now? Well, yeah, but it wasn't my fault. Like, why? The reason why I'm angry now, like, well, it's a choice to make yourself angry. It's a choice to choose to emote. You can choose to fucking to emote. But when you do emote, why are you emoting? Is it logical senses to be angry at something that has nothing to do with you?
Can't find the precise location of what you're looking for. Search the area circle on your minimap. Your objective is somewhere in that area.
That's it. That's how you have to think. And so when you start thinking to that logical extent, that's why logical people are more less likely, more calm, more resilient, they're more disciplined, they make more money, they're not as fucking retarded. And then the people that are emotional in that, the best way for them to make money in that is by being a complete fucking, they steal, they're thieving, they lie, they make up shit, and they get caught with it and they get sued. Like that one steroid fucking moron, fuck his name is Wallace or something like that. He was in prison and he got out of prison. Now he's going back to fucking prison after he made like millions and millions and millions of dollars off of bullshit, off of fucking people and that, selling products and that, all that crap.
That's the power core. Great.
And like,
Jack won't destroy Sanctuary today, at least. Now get back to the city.
I feel like we grew apart.
everybody was fucking making fun of him that because he's being a fucking asshole. He's aggressively assaulting other YouTubers and shit. And like, the YouTubers came out, they all like fought against him, and then he got fucking arrested for aggressively like beating someone's ass and that. Another full-grown man that like lifts weights and shit. He's aggressively trying to beat him up and that. They're like, oh, it's roid rage. That's not roid rage. That's just fucking stupidity. Rage is a fucking choice. Yes, you can be implicated with stuff like you get high testosterone. That yes, you can get angry, but you can still control everything that you do. It's a choice. Yes, is it harder to control? Yes. But self-control is still self-control.
Systems lost a good man today.
That's what people don't understand. Self-control is still self-control.
Go! Everything you got!
There's a reason why there is issues with all that. It's just we get these weird ass thoughts in our head. And like all these steroid junkies and that, like people that are bodybuilders and that, all these advanced bodybuilders and that win bodybuilder competitions and that, most of them are the kindest fucking people in the world. And they're super fucking friendly people. But some people are just like never friendly. Like that Willis guy, nah, there's so many videos about him. Like, he was just a fucking asshole of a guy. Yeah, he lifted a lot of weights that he was super fucking strong as a man, but he always did the bullying thing. I was like, yeah, it's because you're a twat waffle. Don't make fun of me, I got muscles. Yeah, because you're on a huge amount of steroids, bro. Oh my god, I work out a lot too. Yeah, it's because you're on a huge amount of steroids. You can work out and gain a shit ton of muscle by being on fucking steroids. Like, everybody knows that. Like, there's no, like, way of stating it. Like, if you recovered super fast because you're on steroids, and some people actually, like, the Liver King, go through, like, I think he spent, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on steroids and growth hormones and everything he pumped into his body just to make him look a certain way. Just to gain 20% more strength than the average fucking man that lifts weights that's
Pandora, as you knew it, the chaos, the bandits.
Not even joking you.
Passed. If you let it, this could be an era of order.
Someone that lifts weights naturally.
Just turn yourselves in, and I promise, your deaths will be
like
quick.
myself, I use maybe creatine or something like that.
Oh, hey, you like my speech? I was lying about the last
Guess
part, by the
what?
way. I'm gonna spend a long
Creatine
time torturing
doesn't really
you
help you
bandits scum to
recover
death.
that much
I'll
more.
enjoy it even more because...
And it helps your muscles flush out a little bit of lactic acid, and that it does help you build like a little bit more. It's like a 10% increase.
Banditville, huh? Well
Maybe.
done. It'll be nice to see a friendly face when I'm burning that place to the ground. Oh, and I have decided
like,
that I will tell you my
A
secret.
lot of
later
people
on,
don't understand.
once you've earned it.
You're the one Commander Roland was talking about. The one who faced Jack and lived. Look, we need your help bad. But first things first, plug that power core into the shield generator.
This shit's all cracked and crap. It's so funny. Yeah, turn on. Get some experience. I got 15,000. Get explosive gun.
Good. That ought to last us a day or two.
That'll do more damage.
Roland was supposed to bring us some intel on how to
Explosive
stop
does more
Jack.
damage
With him
than what
we
it says
really
it does. Something good about explosive guns. I'll get rid of that. Try that.
Talk to Private Jessup at the gate.
Jessup, stand up straight. We got a Vault Hunter headed your way.
Shoot first, load speed. Yeah, kind of sucks.
Let me get the gate for you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym. But yeah, these are the things you have to go through in life. And trust me, it doesn't end. It never does end.
Commander Roland never
Good
came back
evil
from a
is
secret
always
reconnaissance
gonna
mission.
fight for it.
He left very specific orders for this contingency, which you can help carry out. Go meet with the town
Well, as
mechanic.
fast as I can be in this fucking world.
Crap. I mean, darn.
Because unfortunately, this
Roland
is just
needs
how
your
life
help.
is.
Without you, the Crimson
struggle
Raiders
with
don't
it
stand a
day in,
chance
day
against
out.
Jack. Please find out where Roland's gone.
That's why we try to make it less of a struggle, especially for other people. And that's the hardest thing to do. Get ready to go now. Listen to some more Taylor Fiend fun shit. This shit's always fun to listen to.
One, oftentimes these women are just so insane that it doesn't matter if you treat them well, they'll eventually just ditch you or treat you like trash anyway.
Yeah.
Could something just happen already?
Logical or rational the explanation. In my experience, when someone is very firmly attached to their own opinions, it is almost impossible to convince them that they may be wrong.
I guarantee you, I'm number 99% guarantee, your face is going to show that you're not true.
It's not that there aren't any good men in the world, it's just...
Dude, feminist women are like creatures of their own. I can't even say that they're fucking like human, because humankind is gentle. Like, these are full-on fucking demons. People want to say that, oh, demons don't exist and that. The Bible's literally state God himself talks to, like, his chosen ones and talks about women. He says some women are born of Satan himself. They're put into this world to interrupt men's lives. Men are the only ones that can go from a liberal fucktard to a masculine retard. Like myself, for instance. I went from a liberal, emotional fucking dumbass to a masculine, God-loving person, and my life's changed dramatically. I have more emotional control. I don't get mad as much. I believe in stuff because belief matters a lot. I believe in that the world, God in that. I believe that the world is good in that. I don't believe that the world has so much bad in it. All the bad that we see is just inflated and regurgitated because of the news and social media. I don't see it in real life that much. I see 99.9% things are just good. You walk around that. There might be little discussions, a little anger in that, but then that's what you got the police for. You call the cops and that. The cops do their jobs to integrate with this shit, and they do what they have to do with the law in mind. Like one day, I remember I was up at Zips. One day, a cop like flew in out of fucking nowhere, and like I don't know what the fuck happened. He came between me and a car, and that like I was trying to do my job at the car wash. Now I was going up to the car, and I tried to do a car wash, and a cop came out of nowhere, drove up really fucking fast, pulled out his fucking taser. He's like, "Get to the side, sir." It's like. And he bought a taser, and he was like, he was trying to get like a car or something like that, and he made a fucking fatal mistake, and he probably got suspended for it, because he literally went on a fucking emotional hunch, and like other cops came around, and that it's like, oh, it was just Reese. They're like, yeah, it's like, what the fuck did you do that for? It's like, that wasn't the right car. Well, I thought that it was. It's like, yeah, you can't do that stuff in that. And the dude was all jacked and that. Like, he looked like he was on fucking roids. So, like, he had his mental issues seemed to happen that. And I'd never seen him before. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? It's like, and he was just like, oh, I thought this car was stolen that because it represents one of the cars. I was like, I apologize. And that's like, and the lady was just like freaking the fuck out. And like, she was like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, the car's not stolen. The thing is, he immediately pulled out his taser, though. I just sat there and looked at it, and I was just like, I'm not gonna get involved because they know my fucking business. But it was just so fucking weird. I'm just like, are you fucking for real, bro? It's like, yeah, you definitely had too much. You need to get some fucking pussy or something, bro, because you need to bust a couple nuts. Probably like a whole gallon of that shit out of your balls, because you definitely are way too much testosterone, bro.
She's emotionally unhinged thanks to her poor life choices.
So I'm 31. I'm new to the dating world. I was in a long-term relationship before this, and I'm finally like, I want to meet somebody, I'm ready. But nobody wants to meet somebody, not for real. Can somebody explain why you go on dates with somebody when you don't actually want to?
That's so funny is, this lady literally sits there to identify that she has big boobs. I don't know why women do this shit all the time. Women love to fucking jiggle their titties on TikTok to identify that they have tits. She really picked up her fucking, like, her shirt and her bra and, like, jiggled her boobs when she's talking about dating. Look at it again. Yeah.
Like, I want to meet somebody. So I'm 31.
Yeah, whore.
I'm new to the dating world. I was in a long-term relationship before this, and I'm finally like, I want to meet somebody, I'm ready. But nobody wants to meet somebody. No.
Number 1, you got purple hair. Number 2, you got septum piercing. Number 3, you got fake-ass eyelashes and shit. No one's gonna want to date you. If you got a fat rack and a fat ass, they're probably just gonna fuck you and jizz all of your insides and say, deuces, bitch. You can't make this shit up. When a man sees a woman that does all this cosmetic shit, you literally are trying to tell me that you are a fucking whore. Women wear a lot of cosmetics. Why? So you might say. Because they're trying to what? Stay youthful. Anyone that is that has a big enough brain to know this shit. It's pretty fucking obvious why women wear makeup, why women do all this stuff, because they're trying to stay youthful and young. Because that's the idea that men like youthful skin. We like youthful women that, you know, if I see an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old at the gym, like in their like early 20s and that, 18, 19, and I see them at the gym, they're youthful. They're fucking sexy, tight, got nice round butts, that perky boobs and shit. When I see a woman in their fucking 30s, say like my ex, for instance, she had acne issues in her 30s. I'm like, how the fuck do you have acne issues? You don't know how stressful my life is. Tell me about it. Oh, I cheated on the guy that I was in love with because I was a whore. Okay, that's it. I want to give you a salad. I'm gonna try to like help you and like give you like try to like fix your heart a little bit. But then after that, I'm just gonna throw you to the fucking curb because you're not fucking worth my fucking time. Deuces. I want to be a good person, but here's what it is. Like, this is really funny. Like, a week or two before we broke up and that, before she broke up with me, with their explanation, which is basically saying, I'm a whore, I want someone with more money than you. Okay, that's fine, whatever. Your ass is fat, that's all I ever cared about anyway, because you turned into a fucking retard afterwards. Yeah. Cool. So anyway, like, the last couple of days that we stopped hanging out and that, the last day I was over at her place and that, she got mad at me over stupid ass shit over her fucking bong because she was a pot smoker. Okay, so you have trauma, emotional problems, you try to smoke it away. I said women smoke their problems away, men chill their problems away. Men always chill their problems away. Men that they're given to too much emotional shit and that, most of the times they just sit there and jerk off and go to bed, or they make more money, or they do something that's more or less more productive. The ones that don't really go down that path too much, well, more or less likely are just fucking retarded. So, the very last day, I would say that me and her hung out and that she got angry about a bong. And I'm just like, okay. I was sleeping in the other room now because she didn't want me to sleep with her now because she sleeps like a fucking wildebeest. Like, she has no idea how to fucking sleep, right? Because she has problems sleeping. I said, that's because you smoke weed, and you know that your weed smoking is allowing you not to sleep, which has been scientifically fucking proven. That's why you don't fucking smoke weed all the damn time. Because it's not fucking good for you, dumbass. So anyway, she was sitting there and got mad. She was mad about something else. She was mad about something else, and she regurgitated the anger towards her bong, and she thought I was going to, like, kick it over while I was sleeping. I said, it's in a safe spot, because my feet don't reach, like, in the spot that I was at. And she freaked the fuck out, and I was just about ready to fucking move it. I moved it to another place. It was on top of something. And not even, like, 4 seconds later, she stomps in this room, yells at me, and I'm just like, I'm like, what the fuck? I was just about ready to move it, but I didn't know where to fucking move it because you didn't give me anywhere to move it. Where it was fine. And she's like, no, it wasn't. You kick it over. And I'm like, how am I going to kick it over? Like, you really get mad at me over a fucking bong, bitch? I literally was just like, yeah, I'm not fucking coming over anymore. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, you are a fucking complete crazy psycho bitch. Like, over a bong? No, I should have done. I should have took that bong and literally threw it across the fucking street like a dumb asshole and just say, you know what, fuck you, bitch. Because what you're trying to say is that smoking that junky, shitty-ass fucking plant is more important than me. Which is the reason why you don't have a fucking man. Because no men deal with that sort of torment. It only took 2 months for her to show her true side to me. And when she showed it to me, I'm just like, yeah, I can see why men don't want to fucking be with you. Because you're a psychopath fucking loser with a fat ass and a nice body. You could be fucking way better than you are now, but you're choosing to go down this road of being a fucking loser. You know what losers are? They never learn from their losses. That's what a loser means. You never learn from your losses. So you keep on doing it over and over and over and over. And you keep producing more and more losses. And it's just like, that's why you got problems. And I said, that's why men don't want to be with you. They'll fuck you because your ass is fat, you're really good up front. Yeah, you're a great person up front. Because you're fake. Because you know that you're crazy in that. And no man wants to be with a crazy bitch. No man. And that's what it is. And like after that day and that when it happened, that I literally was praying to God. I'm just like, this is bad. And I'm like, Father, like, Jesus, help me out here. Like, this is fucking terrible. I was like, I want her to be better. I see such a good heart in her, but she's so delusionalized to the real world, and like she doesn't understand. And like it's kind of heartbroken because I see how good she was. Like her actual heart was good. And I even talked to her about that. Like, just be the person that you're always positive and shit. Why do you be so negative? Like, it's easier said than done. But you have to start with something. You have to start with talking about it, honey. I'm like, you literally are just being aggressively angry about money and that. Then stop blowing money on stupid shit you don't fucking need. Weed. You don't need to spend fucking $200-300 a fucking month on that garbage shit. Like, addiction is the reason why people, more or less like they're broke. Narcotics are why you're broke. Just have coffee in the morning. Why you need to smoke all that shit? Like, it's fucking terrible. You can't sleep. You can't do nothing. It never gets better. So why do you keep on hurting yourself with it? And you can never figure out the reason why they keep on killing themselves. And they get more and more mad, too, about it. I'm like, you're literally killing yourself slowly. And you keep on getting mad at everybody else for your stupidity. I said, that's just your fucking problem right there. You don't want to admit that you fucked up your life. You want to keep on blaming your ex for it, or blaming this for it, or trying to say, I can't do nothing that because it doesn't compute with me, that's everybody else's fault besides my own. I said, if life was just given to you to be easy, then why would you even live? Why? What's the whole point of living if nothing can be hard? Like, in heaven, yeah, because you don't deal with good and evil. You're just pure happiness. You're pure. All the evil gets ripped out of you when you fucking die. And then you go into a pure state. So, like, no one still doesn't understand how God 100% works. The Bible explains specific things, but there's still stuff out there we don't fucking know. I mean, I can specifically guess on it because I am really close to God himself. You know, I at least believe that I am because I get a lot of really weird information out of nowhere. And there's people out there that get information, you know, because I asked for it and prayed for it when I was younger. My wisdom is through the fucking roof. I got so much wisdom and knowledge that's basically people just don't know of. And you can't study or research it because it's not really existence. I mean, there's certain things in the Bible that kind of regurgitated in that. But you have to read the Bible a lot to understand it. Like, what does the Holy Spirit feel like when you get, you know, the Holy Spirit, when you get grace put upon you? Not a lot of people know that. There's a lot of religious people out there, like, I was talking to the Mormons about it and that, because they were, like, missionaries talking to me that. So they go, you know about Mormonism, don't you? I'm like, oh, that fake fucking shit that some dumb fuck made up because he thought he was close to God? I'm like, yeah. I said, it's kind of funny. This is what I said, all religions all have the same thing. They all have someone that made it up, but they always correlate with the Bible itself. So evidently, if everyone's correlating with the Bible itself, it must be the Bible's actually right. Everything else is fake. That's basically why I correlated with the person that. And he was just like, he kind of had to think about it. He's like, well, Mormonism is like, well, what's the difference between fucking Muhammad and the Joseph Smith motherfucker? They all use the Bible to make up their own cult. Cultism has been made up many times by using the fucking Bible. Lots of times. Everyone uses the Bible and references the Bible. I just read the fucking Bible. Why? Because it's the Word of God and it stays true and it always will be true. So help me, Father, Lord up in heaven, that these religious people are fucking retarded. I don't believe in that bullshit. And it drives you to that point. I was talking to him about it, and it's like, I say, yeah, it's like, I got the Holy Spirit upon me. I felt the Holy Spirit. Just remembering how it felt makes me want to weep. I felt love. I felt the presence of God. Even if it was a brief moment, I felt purity. Like, it just hit me. Like a ton of bricks just hit me. I felt like someone touched my back and I just, like, got revealed. And it was like constant praying. And I remember it. I'm always going to remember it till the day I die how I got to this point. I went outside and I prayed. And what I prayed, I said, please show me the sacrifice of Jesus. I want to know the pain of Christ when he was sacrificing himself for us. I said, I want to know your pain so I understand what it is to be in the position of God. The sacrifice. I want to know how it felt from the start and from the end. And I prayed about it, and I prayed about it, I prayed about it. It's like, I want to know. Because the truth of the sacrifice is what reveals the truth of God himself. Mercy. And I want to know mercy. I want to know that. I want to know grace. And that's what got put upon us when the sacrifice was done. The new covenant. The covenant of Jesus. I want to know that. And as I did it, it was about 15 or so minutes in that. I don't know how long it was in that directly, but it was long enough because I felt my knees were weak. I felt like I had like some sort of like thing upon me. And I was looking up into the sky where I was at, and I was seeing the stars and that, and I was just praying. And then at the end of my prayer and that, and when I felt completely like overly emotional and that, I walked into my I was about to walk back inside. As soon as I got close to my door, it just hit me like a brick. I instantly felt it. And the presence was so, like, pure. And it's really hard to talk about it. And I don't think people will ever understand what it is to feel a glimpse of God's glory just touching you and just feeling that like grace get put upon you. And when I try to explain to people, I just say, if you do these things, God always reaches out. Because that's what he does. It does not matter. Jesus talks about it all the time. He always reaches out to the sinners. And I try to explain to people, I said, if you pray and you give your love and you give your life, you will get grace and the Holy Spirit will throw itself upon you. And you will research it more. You will develop yourself more with the Bible. You will understand the words of God more. You will understand Christ has been there since the beginning of time. He is the Word. He is absolute. He is everything in our nature. He's everything, period. Hence why when people prayed for that hurricane, the second hurricane that hit Florida, it disappeared as it hit the coast. The eye did not go through the coast. It literally vanished. And everybody, from meteorologists to all the news, everybody said it was a miracle. And then people said, well, it could be an act of nature now. Yeah, nature is God. And the thing is, the belief was so strong because after the first hurricane hit, it devastated that. And they said, we're going to pray for this. And everybody prayed. Even I prayed. And it's not the only time that Jesus intervened to stop the storm. In the Bible, he did it for his disciples. He told the storm, silence and calm, and the storm evaporated. So when people want to say that these things are not real, there's been so much proof of it, but you want an explanation for it. I said, if there's explanations for everything that we see, then you can't say it's a miracle. Because we don't know. But all we know is that this shit's real and miracles happen daily. So, like, for my ex and that, I'll tell to her, and I did it before, and I'll do it over again, pray. And it's not up for me to change your life. It's up to you. But you have to be given forgiveness first. And that's the biggest process of most of these feminist women, or these man-hating women, or these women that have master trauma, is forgiveness. Mercy. The first person that Jesus met, that he went to, was Mary Magdalene. And this is a prime example of pure, utter mercy. She was traumatized by demons. Possessed, angry, hated herself, yelled at herself and that. These are demonic presence. And even when, Jesus came to her, he called her by her real name. And it's the best part of The Chosen was that part when Jesus came into the bar and he touched her neck. He said, hey, he was showing himself. And when she left and that, when he came outside, the demons start attaching to her because they knew that was the presence of God. And when he called out her name, and this is not even that, it was the explanation of how sins actually are. That why people relapse into sin, and why Jesus is always there to heal you, to reveal more truth to you, to forgive you. That was the whole point of God. God is trying to forgive us. So his son came down and forgave us. The new covenant. So when people say, well, God's this, God this. God's giving you mercy, honey. God's giving you mercy a lot. He puts people in your path, and that's what it is. Every woman that has every feminist woman that is very demonic, where do you think you meet these guys at that are trying to make it better for you? These guys online that are commenting on your shit, They're telling you the truth. Like, why are you like this? Why don't you want to be happy? It's because of me. It's not because of us. It's because of you. Well, it's not my fault. It's accountability. And so, what God's doing is He's trying to give you bitches mercy by saying, hey, you need to be accountable for it. If you can be accountable for the things that you do, then you can show forgiveness, and then you can go on with your life being happy. But the belief is they don't believe in that stuff, just like what God said. Prime example, the biggest thing that I learned in the Bible that made perfect sense to me. God said, you will be happy and live life with happiness and love with me. But without me, you will live the worldly life of misery. You will care about sinning. You care about money, lust, pride. Because the devil doesn't own this world, but the devil's sins are in this world. If you come to me, people might mock you. They might hate you, but they will never harm you. And the thing is, they say, well, the disciples died in that. Yeah. The disciples did die by preaching the word in that. Because that was their job, to preach the word in that. But the word's already been spread. Jesus already sacrificed himself. Like, his glory is everywhere. People are not as literally that fucking ignorant anymore. They don't kill people anymore. I wonder why. And the laws haven't changed. People can still kill people and that and hide it. Just bullshit. Yeah. That's because the land has changed with the blood of Christ. So that's why things have changed. That's why this fight between making people as broke as possible and that, and all this shit and that, why we got all this politics and that. Why are Republicans trying to fight the good fight to try to make life better for us and that? And why do liberals that are like far leftist crazy lunatics and that are trying to keep on pushing that? Well, it just says between Satan and God. People that believe in God hardcore, they believe in God and that. They try to do good, but they make mistakes. They're supposed to. Humans always make mistakes. None of us are welcome in God's house as we are. As we are. But the thing is, it's not our fault we're the way this life is. We could do a little bit to make it better, but we're still going to be sinners. And what my main sin is, it's the thoughts. It's the purity of the mind and the heart. Your heart, your spirit, stays as pure as it can. But as you grow into your human body net, you get stained little by little. And sometimes you reveal yourself. You reveal more about yourself. And you make life better for yourself. But all I have to say is, it takes a lot. Like, I went from a liberal lefty person that wanted to punch people in the face for coughing because I thought that, COVID, to a literally Knights of the Round Table type of man that literally wants to stand for the glory of God and say, hey, I'm going to try my best to make life better for myself and everybody else around me. Even if they hate me, I will always give them the fucking truth. It's the best that I can. You're like, one day, I hope my ex does get into it. She was doing a little bit in that when she was all hell, all hell was lost in that. She started praying in that, and I just like, you have to keep on doing it though. Don't ever stop. Because the thing is, the demons don't want you to stop praying. I said, you literally have a fucking demon in your fucking bedroom. Not even joking. It was in your damn hallway. I felt its presence. I walked by it. And the thing is, I can feel the anger that was all over the place. And I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed. I kept on praying. And the demon knew. The demon knew that somewhat of like, I guess, holiness to a certain extent was coming in this vicinity. And the demon got stronger. And like some days the demon would give up because the presence of God was there. But the thing is, the faith is what keeps it away. When she lost her faith, it grew stronger. When she gained more faith in God, because I don't know if she was gaining more faith than when she was losing more faith, but when she was more happy with me and she had more faith in God and love, the demon subsided, but it came back. The demons don't stop. You're never done with them. That's the problem with demons. But if you have faith in God and you keep it upon you and you gain the Holy Spirit, the demons know to not fuck with you. They will try because they don't like you at all. They'll try to intervene in your life. They'll try to make you angry. They'll try to make you overly emotional about stupid shit. They'll try to make you not listen to stuff that's actually true. They don't want you to be closer to the truth because truth was what sets you free. And once you know the truth, you can't go back on the truth. Like, I know the truth. I know the truth, and I want to know more of the truth. And the demons around me, they can't intervene with me. They can't. They're not in my room anymore. The presence of my room is getting more cleansed, and they know it. And they're breaching outwards. They're not in my room anymore. They're more on the outskirts of my house. They can't come in. And that's what's the beauty about it. It works. Pray. It works. It's a free thing. You don't need security cameras. Just pray. Like, Jesus specifically says, pray, my blood will be put upon your house, and you will be, nothing would harm you. Your place of living will be purified. Just pray. And demons don't come around you. You won't feel as bad entities in that. You won't feel like if I walk into a room, if I walk into someone's house, and I will feel the negative effects everywhere. I'll be like, there's no fucking way I'm walking this shit. It's like, why? We're having a party and we're getting drunk and that's the problem. There's so many demons around you guys. The thing is, demons' presence that are heavy and you walk into it as someone with the Holy Spirit, they fucking get scared and they show very heavy things. They can't do nothing. They'll try, but as soon as I feel those negative presence, I would whisper to myself, I'll pray in my head. I would be like, Lord Jesus, please help me. That's all I would ask for. And I keep on saying it over and over again. Please help me. Vanquish these evil entities around me. I keep on praying about it. And you can feel the presence. And you just be like, wow. This shit is real. This is what it is. When you're younger than that, you don't know how to feel the presence of evil. But when you get older, more spiritual, everywhere I go, I see the same hoe. Okay. Everywhere I go, I feel the presence of demons everywhere. And the funny thing is, sometimes they visualize themselves in front of me. And my God, thank you for protecting me. Them fucking things are monsters. They are monsters in disguise. And I feel their presence too. And when they reveal themselves to me, they're always very far away. Because they know if they get closer, the angels are put upon, I guess, me for having the Holy Spirit in that, and they know that they will be struck down immediately. Like, it's just a weird feeling, but the feeling when you get it, so okay, so I'll explain it like this. I was walking home one day from my job and that, it was overnight, I was walking home, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I walked down this little hill and that to get to my dead-end street. It's the dead-end street part, because I go through economy, I walk through this hill and that. I literally saw a fucking winged demon fly across my head. Not, right next to me, but it was probably 100 feet in the air or something like that. And I could just see its devilish wings. I saw it looked like a gargoyle. And I just looked at it, I'm just like, are you serious? So what that was telling me that they're circling around me, but they can't come near me. They know to not come near me because of the Holy Spirit. And that's what it is. You don't know until you start having faith. And demons will do everything they can to scare you. And as long as you have faith, they know not to come near you. Because they know God exists. And when you know God exists, there's nothing that will harm you. I never had a bad situation. Never. Ever since I started having a huge amount of faith in God, I never, ever, ever had a bad situation. Every time I hear, like, my coworkers now have a bad situation at work and that, I would miss it by an hour. It happened like 3 or 4 times already. It never happened to me. And I would literally, like, I walked by one of the dudes that was kind of being a dick in that. I mean, I don't know why he was doing that. Because of a water cup or something like that. He was getting angry and shit. I walked by him in that. I kind of looked at him in that. He didn't say a word to me. He saw my Taco Bowl. He saw where I was working at, my Taco Bowl shirt and all that crap in that. He didn't say one word to me. I just walked past him. I thought he started talking to me and getting like an argument with me. But he didn't say nothing to me. He just walked by me. And I tried to say, like, okay. So anyway, let's go back to the story. And there was another instance. I saw a white, fuzzy, kind of ape-looking thing. And I saw it, and I felt the presence of it. It was kind of fear, but then I just, like, when I looked at it, because they say, like, you put on the armor of God, you don't feel fear. I felt the intensity of the fear, but then, like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I felt powerful. And, like, imagine you're staring down something that you know that's fucking there, and you know that you should be scared, but you're not. And, like, the overcompensating feeling of, like, something is with me that has more power than anything, period. And the entity, it was like it was very obvious that I could see the white because it was dark, but it was white. There was a little bit of light shining on it because it hopped through like a little forest area before we get to the dead end. It was like up the hill for me and that. It was next to the house up the hill. And it jumped through like the little forest area and that, like a little tiny forest area, and I could just see its presence. It was very obviously there. I saw a white coat, and it was tall. It was probably like 6'5". It was rather tall. And I looked at it. My instinctual fear kicked in, and then the armor came on. It's kind of funny how it works. And like, it's really hard to talk about because it's so new to me. And like, I felt the presence of God immediately as soon as I saw that creature. Like, it didn't take more than a second. And I felt the presence. It felt like it was when I first felt it. Like I just say, when I did all my prayers, I first felt the presence of the Holy Spirit. And it was the same presence. Pure peace. I was calm, no emotions, and I felt powerful. I felt like I was in the presence of God again. And when I get surrounded by like massive amount of like evil, that shit kicks in like instantly. And like, I don't even have to pray for it. I just know that it's there. It just kicks in. All my emotions go flat. I feel like no sins. I don't think about sinning, like nothing and everything. Like the world doesn't matter to me because I feel like a piece of heaven. That's what the Holy Spirit feels like. It feels like a piece of heaven, a piece of like purity. You feel like the grace of God Himself be put upon you, and like you don't feel anything. Like the sin, I felt like I was sinless for that brief moment. And like the presence of it was so nice. And the mentality of it was so beautiful. I'm just like, is this what heaven feels like? Like, I literally felt nothing. Like, it was pure. And I was like, I felt like that I was saved. Like, I was safe. Which is what it means. I was saved. And I said, well, if everybody can tap into this, why would you not want to? There should be a phenomena around the world. Well, the world ain't round, but you know what I mean. And everybody should be tapping into this beauty of grace and the Holy Spirit, because it's pure happiness. Like, just talking about it is bringing it back in my mind how I felt. And that's the second time I felt it ever since I've been through the cycle on that. And it's fucking great. Why not do it? Why not? Like, why would you not want to believe in something that wants to make you happy? Like, make you feel great. To make you feel like you're pure and you're sinless. And it's fucking astounding. It brings you back to being a kid again, where you have no sin because you have no knowledge to sin for. You just have fun. And you temper tantrum in that, but you just have fun. Like, it's a beautiful thing. It's so beautiful that it's annoying. And, like, I still have demons. I have a sexual demon, and I'm feeling its presence right now because it's coming on to me. And I'm not lying, like, I literally feel its presence right now. And just like God said in the Bible, and that when Jesus was talking about the worst demon for people to have is sexual demons. They are the hardest ones to get rid of. They are the ones that scratch at you because they know that's the sin that God despises probably the most. Can be forgiven, but he despises it. And that's what demons go for. Like, all these other sins are minor sins. The sexual sin, because it feels so good to do it, it haunts you. And it's really hard to get rid of. Like, I tried it like multiple times and not do it for like 3 days, and that it's like it goes away after the first day. Like, I'm feeling right now on that because my body wants to do it because I'm getting really hormonal on that. But hormonal doesn't mean that you need to fucking bust a fucking nut. It means you need to reproduce. And since I don't have a girlfriend, that most times they're like, well, you can just do it yourself. But I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a woman with me. I'm not married. I want to have, no. I'm using it for having kids. It makes you weak too. I mean, I do it, yes. But it doesn't make me weak, because sometimes I just do that to get it over with. So I don't like whatever. But when I'm talking about the Holy Spirit and that, I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling grace upon me. That demon stinks in really fucking deep. And I feel its presence. I feel it right now. It's probably a succubus fucking demon with big old titties and that, trying to like coerce me in. Why not? You know, that's basically what it is. The biggest thing that men like the most is big fat titties in their fucking face. And that's one of my weaknesses. I mean, it's not like they have to have big boobs and that, but like, C cup or bigger than that. I mean, if you got a nice B cup and that good, C to D, man, oh my god. A D cup, especially a nice firm D cup, Jesus. That's a lot. That's a lot of hormonalness. Ain't gonna lie. So how do you fight against these urges, these demonic attacks? Well, Jesus Christ. You didn't like that, did you? Demons don't like that name. God, yeah. The Father, yeah. Jesus Christ. And it's always Jesus Christ. It's always Jesus. It seems to bug people a lot. Because when everybody hears the word Jesus, they always think of God. Every single time. And everybody trembles. And that's what makes it really interesting. Lord Jesus Christ's name is so powerful and so real, and everybody knows that Jesus is real, that he's God in the flesh. They want to mock it, say that he's not, but you know that he is. But you want to say that he's not because of your beliefs, but you know that he is. Well, see how it works? Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, our beloved person, God in the flesh, is all of our saviors. He's there for everyone. Despite the fact that you're an idiot, okay, you will be taught. Despite the fact that you're gay or a pervert or all the sins in the world that you can possibly be, he is there for you no matter what you say. All you have to do is believe. And a belief is just saying, show me the way. Lord Jesus Christ, show me the way. Show me the way. Show everybody the way. Everybody deserves it. Everybody deserves love and happiness and grace. Show me the way. Because that presence, even for a brief moment, if anybody say that I know felt that presence, your life would change pretty much immediately. So for my ex, that I still love, I still have a heart for her. I still think about her. I still think about the happiness we had. I still think about that big, round-shaped ass and those nice little boobies and that. So I think about her a lot. The niceness that we had together. How she can barely fit in pants because her ass is so fat. I ain't gonna lie, that ass was fat as fuck. How I want to make life, loving for her again. But she had to forgive herself. And she had to be forgiven. So I hope, and I will pray right now, please show her the way. Jesus Christ, Lord Jesus, please show her the way. She's connected to me, and I want her to feel your grace onto me, onto her. I want to say feel my grace, but it kind of is in a certain way. I want her to be given the same amount of grace and happiness that I got. I want her to feel your presence. Right now, I want her to feel your presence. And I want her to reconnect with me. Because there's something about her that I have a craving for. And that I really liked. I wasn't completely in love with her. Because God put me into a certain position to feel a certain way. This was before I got the Holy Spirit. Like, really got it. Got grace in that. And kept talking about that. I don't bring it up at work that much in that. Because work is starting to calm down. And when Jesus talks about the Holy Spirit, and I said sometimes when people get into the position of being around someone that has the Holy Spirit, that has grace put upon them, they kind of regurgitate that. They absorb the Holy Spirit itself. Their life starts to change because it replicates. Because there's not a lot of people in this world that have a lot of it. So the ones that stand strong, and they stand with that suit of armor, and they stand strong as they possibly can, because it's hard to not sin. It's hard. It's the hardest thing in the world to not sin, especially sexual sin. Like it's so hard to just focus on your job and that when you're working around girls that you might be slightly attracted to, and they bend over and you see their butts bend over, you're gonna look as a man. So, well, that's just instinct. It is, but it's demoralizing yourself. Because then when you look, you'll think. And when you think, you want to do. And sometimes it stops that thinking and you don't do it because you put up a honor code with yourself in that. And you say, I'm not going to do that stuff. Even if I might think it, I will not act on it. Because thoughts always get into them demons love to get into your mind. Like one of the girls working at, I have to say, she's got a nice ass on her. I really think I'm attracted to her now. But I can't get closer to her, more or less likely because she has a boyfriend. And her personality is kind of, it's good, but, she's got a little bit of suffering with her. And to be able to relinquish that is to be able to sit there and say, hey, maybe you need to get rid of the situation that you're in. Maybe you need to love yourself again and forgive yourself. That's basically all that I can tell anyone, because that's basically how it is with anybody else that has trauma or has issues that. Because I had a huge amount of trauma. My emotions were through the roof, and I was suicidal as fuck. I started learning emotions. I started learning to push negative back. But me alone can't do it. And Jesus talks about you can do it on your own in that, but you can't do it in the way that I can do it, because it won't go away. It won't ever go away. Because they do not fear you. They fear me. It's like Doomslayer logic. Like the Doomslayer song, the only one they fear is you. They're talking about Jesus Christ. That's basically what Doomslayer is. He's Jesus. In video game form. But the problem of it is, like, they don't really fear the Slayer. They just know that they're going to get killed by him. Like, it's the opposite. Like, if you put Jesus Christ, he wouldn't be wearing a suit of armor and shit and fighting. He just come down and everything would bow. That's basically what it would be like. That's like true honesty of everything that's evil. They all bow to God. All of them. Even Lucifer. Even when Jesus came into the Valley of the Dead. It wasn't hell, because it wasn't hell altogether. It was Valley of the Dead. That's basically like purgatory in a way for souls. He came in there, and all the demons around him, even when Satan came around and tried to tempt him when he was, flesh, and he said, "It was written." It's like, I will not do it. And he got mad and pissed off and shit. He went away. Because he knew he was God. It's like, he says, well, if you're the Son of God, then fall off the sledge and let your heavenly angels catch you. You see all these people and that, show them that you're the Son of God by doing that, then everyone will believe you. He says, it has been written. He's talking about Abraham's covenant. That's what he said, it has been written. It's my job to do what I have to do in this way. To show mercy. It's not about being all like glorious and that. Despite the fact that might work, but it might corrupt people even more. That's why he said that to Satan, that when he was on the mountain seeing all the people at the church and that. He said the way I have to do it is to show people mercy. And to tell people, believe in me for that I am the Word of God. And that's what it came down to. Mercy came in. And the biggest story is when Jesus got sacrificed, and on the sacrificial thing, when he said, oh Father, why have you forsaken me? And people get that term of the sacrifice very screwed up. They say, well, why? So were you saying that, that he wasn't God, then if God forsaken him? I said, well, Abraham's covenant from God himself said, I will be the one to sacrifice myself if you break this covenant. And that a new covenant will be born. So Muslims, you can go fuck yourself, because it literally was written in the Old Testament about the covenant of Abraham. And that he was going to sacrifice himself later on. That's the reason why. It was supposed to happen. He was supposed to feel all the sins of the world. That's what he said, oh God, why did you forsaken me? And then when he died, and when he got rose back, came back alive, saw his disciples and that, saw thousands of people, he wanted to reveal his glory towards people and that. And then he went, when he was dead, he talked to him about, I went to the Valley of Dead and that I relinquished the souls that were, that were sinners, and I relinquished all their souls to be with me in paradise. And, like, isn't that just a wonderful thing? Like, why? That's what I like when people, like, mock God. You can mock God because you don't understand. That's the point. Jesus said that on the cross. He says, please forgive them because they do not know. And that's when all the angels wept and cried because they want to kill humanity. But they said the God was silent. The Father was quiet. And then when Jesus said that, please forgive them, for they do not know. And then God spoke, and he forgave us. And all the angels, all the seraphim, talk about some ridiculously powerful fucking things. The divine beasts that sit with God are, like, most of the heavenly, like, deities are so fucking powerful that their voices can rattle the creation of the fabric of life itself. And because none of them know what God is, like, thinking, because he doesn't say anything. But when he speaks, they all sit there and bow immediately. And utter worship. That's how holy God is. When they explain, like, when John or Enoch explain God, especially John, because John was the one that actually went into heaven. He went through the layers of heaven and that. And he had his vision. He actually saw the throne. He saw God sitting there on the throne. And, like, his face was a human-based face. I think he had, like, multiple eyes and that. But he sat there with the divine beings around him and that. He had a whole bunch of people, angels, just sitting there praising their names, like gorgeous, beautiful women angels and men angels and that. A bunch of old people with the crowns and that. And that's all they did was praise him. And our mindset's like, how would we, why, like, do they get fed in that? It's like, well, there's no such thing as food because you live in eternity. Time is why you get hungry. Your body, your flesh needs food to survive from nutrients. Heaven's not like that. They take form, but they don't need that. Their presence of happiness is like the Holy Spirit that I feel every now and again. When I go into deep, deep prayer and that, or deep, deep thought with God and that, I feel the presence of, well, I don't feel anything. I feel clear. Like right now, it's coming upon me right now. My conscience is clear. Like that demon that entity I was talking about, the sexual entity, it's not as close to me as it was. Like if I think about it, it kind of comes to mind that, but it doesn't affect me as much. And I feel like I don't know what even happened actually. I was talking about being at the throne of God, and like my mind just kind of like snapped into reality again. Because when John actually like talked about it, it was a beautiful glowing gold, crystals everywhere. Like it was just a lining of gorgeousness. And God himself, I don't know if God himself actually talked to him. I think it was the angels and the divine beast that talked to him. And this is where Revelations came from, because the Divine Beast was actually explaining certain things. Of course, God was doing through the Divine Beast, because the Divine Beast like, "I'll tell him." God was like, "Tell him," you know. Yeah. I took a huge piss, but yeah. All I have to say is, Holy Spirit is real. This shit's real, guys. I beat 100%. I don't need to lie to you worth a pile of dog shit. My ass knows too. My fart lily said it's real. But you have to try it for yourself. And I promise you, it will never, ever, ever betray you. In the time of need, Jesus and God. When I say God, I mean the Father, because God is split into three. He is there for you. Another feminist will be like, "Oh, what do you mean it's he?" I'm like, it's a masculine presence, what describes God. God is no gender, but the masculine presence of him. Anyway, I'm gonna get off. I gotta take a big ass piss.